crazy.
Oh my god! Did any of you guys get swindled by any? Not
I personally,
any pyramid scheme?
I didn't get swindled, but
Did I get
friends that got swindled?
Did I get swindled?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it Herbalife?
Yeah, it was mad. He called me and my boys to his house for a presentation. I think he said that he got something new before he got a new car or something like that. Random evening, I'm there like with my pajamas on. Sit down in the living room, yeah. Some guy walks in, is like, "Oh, so you can show you guys his presentation."
No,
Scam.
that actually happened to me at uni as well. We all got invited to the common room. Yeah, we all got invited to the common room for like an opportunity of a lifetime. Obviously, we all broke as students. We're like, I want the opportunity of a lifetime. We get in, it was Herbalife.
Oh.
Yeah,
But they had a run though, because they had Cristiano Ronaldo and like.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
It was a serious run.
I
I
can't
think they're like hierarchy. Like,
They're like
Of all the
top-
Ponzi
top
schemes?
yeah,
pyramid
pyramid schemes.
schemes. Top
Yeah.
So what's the makeup one? That's a
Mary Kay,
Mary Kay's not a pyramid.
that one's still that's a pyramid
There's another
scheme.
one
Man.
though, Mary Kay.
That's
Avon.
Avon.
That's another.
Can't
It's just
say
it's
Avon.
hidden by the beauty
Yeah.
products.
Yeah, it's fair.
Absolutely.
Liars.
That one,
Mary
those ones are
Kay,
still going
Avon.
though. I think those are legit pyramid schemes.
They be hooking the ante still.
Let me not lie, yeah. Like, if we're being honest here, the world's like taking a turn. Like, the balance hasn't been right since there hasn't been any proper like pyramid schemes.
That's
So what are you saying? Let's make it right.
Right, yeah.
I'm
Let's
being
get back on
we
track.
could be the first what 4 people there and be making the millions.
Trust me, bro.
When it gets down to the 100, that person's making £1.
What would be the what would be the product that you sell?
I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Auntie told me yesterday, and she's like, "I don't drink normal tea anymore. I'm only drinking herbal tea. Let's just do herbal tea."
You see?
Yeah, I don't know
tea.
what their problem is, man.
Not
Putting
full
just
circle,
bay leaves in
I'm
water
just
and
putting
that's
it out
it.
there now, yeah. We should make a BBLT. I'm just putting it out there.
There you go.
You might be
Pyramid
onto something,
scheme.
bro.
I'm saying, like,
Obviously, we want people.
I hear it though.
but we
What
just get,
what will the tea provide? Like, will it help those that have had a BBL, or will it give you the BBL without paying the BBL?
like, it does both.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
It maintains your
It sustains.
And creation.
yeah.
What's
the
the
work.
necessities of those that have a BBL right now? What do they need?
to maintain.
Why are you looking at me?
They-
What's going on?
I
here?
don't know because
They need.
They don't want to go. They don't want to go back and like.
Yeah,
they wanna go
exactly.
back, so, like,
Okay.
They want to
Like,
sustain
Like
what
the
they
cushions
have.
and that.
Do they have to go back?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
really?
They can't just
To maintain.
Yeah.
They don't need
Oh, I thought they
upgrades.
just managed to.
They got to re.
They need to get that pump.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about upgrades? Like, could they?
You can get
like, a new
upgrades.
style of mum that they can just go there and. Just
But wait, I'm not gonna lie.
So,
A lot of the ones I've seen recently
These
have been
BBLs are hitting.
Fugazi.
Yeah. Oh, in a bad way.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Big bum, skinny leg.
Do you know what? I don't even want us to turn into that podcast.
yeah.
With that,
Yeah, so how do we get
we
I
will
just have to be real.
segue on.
pyramid schemes
That's
to
it.
be-
Yeah.
to BBL?
Hold
Episode
tight, hold tight, all of them,
129.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 129 of Half and Then Some. We are back in the building,
Yeah,
not
man.
talking about BBLs. Absolutely not.
All
We are
pyramid
not those guys. All pyramid schemes.
Why not
Although, if
pyramid
you are
schemes?
interested in a BBLT, there are 4 people in this room who would be happy to help you
Yeah.
on that journey.
We're accepting payments.
Come on now. As you can
Donation,
see, or if you can see,
gifts.
we are in a absolutely any form of tender. I'm open to the payment.
Yeah, man. I don't take no Bitcoin, just cash, man.
Actually, I'll take Bitcoin.
You know what? I'm not taking Bitcoin at the moment, man. It fluctuates too much.
Yeah.
Is now the time like to buy the dip?
You
Are we
could
in
buy the dip right now. I've heard.
I
that-
don't know what the hell
I
I'm
think
saying.
the dip is constant now.
I've heard that they're now aiming to reach 100,000.
I don't even know what
But-
that means.
Moon.
100,000 what?
To the moon.
No, the value of 1 Bitcoin.
What's the Refium? What's that? What's that one?
That is like another coin. It's not like Bitcoin. It's another version of a coin. Okay. So at the start, it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Boy, don't let me tell you my story.
I heard Dogecoin is already.
Dogecoin. When it was so Dogecoin was a fake coin. People put money in it. People made a bunch of money. The ones that obviously heard that people made money off, they put their money in. The ones that had already made their money took their money out. The people that put their money lost all their money.
So it was another pyramid scheme?
Yeah, no, it was a quick 419.
Chai.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of these coins are nowadays. So the reason why like the whole like cryptocurrency
Is a bit mad.
it's because people are just starting it just to make money quickly and then dip and that's it.
Okay.
Long day.
So we need a long-lasting pyramid scheme.
Yeah, man. It needs to have some sort of value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Needs
So
to be
not
culturally,
BBLT.
like- yeah.
Just tea, maybe.
No.
Something else?
So
BBLT still works.
it still works because obviously there's a huge community.
See what I'm saying?
But you're not serious.
Yeah, blockchain and that.
Blockchain. Wow. What?
So what's blockchain?
BBL chain.
Get out of my sight.
We need to collaborate it. So like.
There you go. Cross collaboration.
It's true.
And that.
Them
It's
and
true.
that.
Okay.
Web 3 and them.
Yeah.
Just drop it.
The way the world's going right now, man.
Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 129 of Happen Then Some. We are back in the building, and I know you heard a fourth voice in the room, chat. We are joined by a special guest, but we'll get back to that in a second. To get straight into introductions, I am Kesi, aka Case Boogie in the cut. What it do?
And it's your boy, Mr. Tariba Shamati for Damn Well Nasty.
And it's Mr. MBT, the world boss. I'm keeping that.
All right.
Vibes Cartel. Sorry, boy.
Someone's in jail losing their name. He doesn't even know. To a man in.
That's how it. No, I'm not gonna lie. That's how it works. That's what happened to. No. But that's what happened to that freeway Rick Ross.
Oh.
Yeah, he lost his name. Rick Ross took his name. He came out of pen. I don't know you.
What they calling him now?
Well, two people took his name.
Richard.
Freeway and Rick Ross.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
True.
So what's he calling himself now then?
What? The freeway Rick
The
Ross.
real one.
Nothing.
Oh, he's still probably Rick Ross, but we
Richard.
don't know you.
Richard.
don't know you,
Okay, and our fourth and final guest.
Yup.
I kind of want him to introduce himself, but I feel like we have to do him justice. Wearing
100%.
many hats. Okay, the mayor of Hackney, head
100%.
of sneakers in Nike. Do you know what I mean? All round fashionista,
Yep.
Japanese atelier specialist. We have got Willstowe in the building. Welcome back, Will. How are you feeling?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's good to see you guys, man.
You too, man.
AC's banging.
Finally.
Yes, praise God.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are getting more money because like.
Amen.
Nice.
We're trying, man.
Keep creeping up.
You too.
Try,
Lift up
man.
your foot.
No.
Yeah.
See some easy over here.
A little bit of easy.
That Emilio door cap is
Come
crazy.
on. I'm in high street.
Custom
Come
leather
on,
jacket.
I'm in,
as well.
I'm
Look.
in High Street.
Skims.
Praise
Well, okay.
Praise Jesus.
All right then.
Anyway, let's just get straight into the episode, guys. So, as you know it, you love it. It's your favorite. We do it every time. It's tables trainers.
Trainers tables.
We've stopped the child, by the way.
Yeah.
That's like out of here now.
I had to because I was
Not
saying
doing
to
that
myself, I'm getting too old, man.
Yeah,
Just be
you gotta
screaming
grow
"Watch
up.
out" for no reason.
Yeah. I do miss it from time to time, though.
Yeah, maybe it might show itself one of these
You
days.
might need to get one of those soundboards, like.
Maybe, because I can't do "Watch out" no more, and my mouth's all spread out like this on the screen.
And then we just have to copy the Wachar from before, so it's the same thing.
Oh, so you want
mad.
Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want me to do the "Watch out" and just have the
Record
buzzers?
it, have it there,
And then
ready
loop.
for us to click it when it's time. It's even worse.
These
It's even worse.
guys are not serious.
All right, guys, as you can see, well, if you can see, if you're here on YouTube, then you already know what I'm about to say. But if you are not, it will do you well to come on down to YouTube Town, where you can see these trainers in a what?
In a real life.
But if you cannot, don't worry. I'm happy to explain to you what's going down
Yup.
in the studio today. So, as we know, Willstowe is, he's got a tower of trainers at home. And we asked him,
And some
not-
away
you
from
know-
You know what? This is a question I want to ask you. How many trainers do you have?
yeah, ballpark.
Because the reason why I don't like asking people this question sometimes is because we know how the world is right
And
now.
personal safety
Yeah.
is key.
We're trying to protect you.
I mean, I wish you would come to Hackney and try it.
That is
There you
true.
go.
I
That
wish
is-
you would. I wish you would. I
that
wish
is
you
true.
would,
I
period.
wish you would come to Hackney and try it. Maybe a little under 200, maybe.
Damn.
But that's including like actual shoes as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoes and like
Oh, because that makes it better.
You know, thank lids. What?
Yeah, maybe.
That's
I think
crazy.
so. I could be wrong though. But
Wow.
maybe a little under
And there's definitely some you've never worn.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon you haven't worn?
I think I've worn like 80% of like.
Oh, see,
It's not
Yeah.
criminal.
I appreciate
Not
it.
bad.
Like, I
It's
try
not
to wear
bad.
things like as soon as I get them. Like I'm like
Yeah.
a child.
Nice.
Like I'll take off what I currently have on and put them on just to like.
Same.
I
Same.
hear it.
And you be
That's
wearing
very-
them for
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, yeah,
Same.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
You have to, man.
I feel you.
Okay, so you're definitely one of those people that actually wear their trainers.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what
Because
I
I don't
like.
want to like my boy. He had these laser fives. Shout out Maurice. They crumbled.
Hey!
Yeah, he was outside.
Aww.
Yeah, and he looked at the current price. I think it was like maybe just under a K. Or
Wow.
but then even those pairs are still early 2000, so he could buy that and it'll crumble as well.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. It's
Jesus.
finished.
That's not nice, man.
It's
That's
wrong.
not nice. I don't like that. I don't like that.
No,
Like
no.
I remember there was a time back in the day like you had to keep your trainers on ice. Like,
Yeah.
but now when you see them crumbling, it's like, at what cost?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not worth it, especially because that cost is costly,
Yeah,
dog,
costly.
at this
Yeah.
point.
Yep.
Anyway, right, so we have got Will here in the building and we have asked him to bring 3 of his trainers that are kind of in rotation right now. I say trainers, they could be shoes, you never know. Some shoes that are in rotation. So he's got his
Yep.
snazzy bag, which I'm
I
sure
think
you guys
should
can
put the-
see.
put the camera.
Yeah. We
Okay.
need, everyone needs to see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bag,
give
man.
us a close up of the bag. This bag, I don't want to be calling out brands that aren't sponsoring. I can't lie, but Billionaire's Boy Club bag, we do really like this one. It's a
cold
nice
bag.
style. don't like it very much. And within it are some goodies.
Yes.
All right. So Will is gonna just surprise us. Yeah. So we're just gonna see what comes out the bag.
All at once, or like?
Yes, Santa. No, bring out one at a time.
I can say yes, Santa.
Right. So the first thing on the list we have. Yeah. Okay.
Nike Universal from ISPA.
Nice.
Very, very mad looking shoe. I've been wearing this since it was in Milan Design. It was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I had the honor to speak to the whole ISPA team.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys follow like on Instagram account that says team.
No.
Follow it. So they design all of Nike's special projects. So
Really?
I've actually seen that page before. Yeah.
Amazing guys. They do some incredible stuff. So this is essentially their passion project outside of the collaborations that they do.
Sick.
So it stands for improvise, scavenge, protect, and adapt.
Okay.
And there's so many different aspects of the shoe that kind of like lend itself to sustainability,
Sick.
comfort, and just like new innovation as well. So this is based on I think it was like an aqua shoe.
Okay.
One that you could actually wear like after swimming or whatever.
Okay, makes sense.
But then they did this mad thing where they stuck the shoe in some kind of like AI machine with like 4 other models. I think a 270 was one of them.
Oh, raw.
I can't remember the rest of them. And then like the machine spat out this essentially.
Oh, mad.
It's nuts.
That's nice.
So-
I like that there's a story behind it.
So ultimately that was generated by a robot.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
That's sick.
It's just mad.
And they're super comfortable.
Yeah, they're great.
They look
They're great.
comfortable.
I'd say like if you are getting them, size all the way up, like one.
Okay.
It's super comfortable. This is like my summer beater, 100%.
Is that a cork in screw? Just
Yeah. So it comes with 2 actually. So, I mean, they like perforate it the whole way through. But if you wanted to kind of keep it like no socks or whatever, you can wear this out, stink it out, and get the next one.
Sick.
Mad.
I think you could get away with wearing.
You could wear it like that.
that's what I
Yeah,
was
100%.
I think it'd be alright. But yeah, it's a great shoe. It's like £72.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I mean,
Good price point, you know.
in that Crocs kind of conversation.
I was gonna say.
I would wear that in the water. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just walking in there, boy.
How many times you gonna be in the water walking around?
You know what I mean?
No. But do you know what?
kind of pool are you in?
But you know
Sorry,
what?
big show.
No, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The thing is with me, yeah. Once I have something that enables me to do something,
Oh, you're just gonna go there.
I'm just gonna do it for the sake of it. So
You know what? I feel like
I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I can walk in the water. Let me just walk into the water. This is calm.
Shoot down,
this
dog.
is
Practical.
No, it is, and it's sustainable because you know how the whole world right now, sustainability.
How can you do this for?
It's a real thing.
I know, no, I need to be real. I need to be real because you know a lot of businesses, like, I'm just gonna be real. A lot of businesses don't actually care about sustainability.
Yeah, they're just doing it.
So it's like sustainability.
Okay.
Just a tick box exercise.
Okay,
it's calm.
Okay.
But this is sick.
Okay, well, what is next on the list?
Shoe number 2 is
Real.
the Air Penny 2.
Cute.
First time I've ever owned a penny.
Okay.
I love that there's a lot of like retro basketball
I'm loving the soul,
at the
man.
moment. That green definitely.
Yeah, the green is spicy. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Green
spoke to me
pops.
straight away. I did want the black initially, but then I saw this on someone in New York, and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I hear it.
this makes
I
sense."
hear it.
Yeah,
Did they do their famous beige colorway as well?
Yeah, they did. But I feel like this colorway in the black was
Yeah, probably the better ones.
better in this one. And
I
then
don't
like
really like the beige ones.
for
beige
me,
ones are
I'm
nice.
not like I don't know tons about basketball, but
Mm.
the more I kind of read up on like Penny himself,
Yeah.
apparently he's one of those like big what if he didn't get injured kind of thing, because apparently he was like just behind Jordan kind of situation.
Mad.
Or whatever, even with his shoe and just like gameplay apparently, like, so it's very interesting. So definitely a learning thing and
Yeah.
collection.
Do you know it reminds me of what's it? Is it the foam sites?
Yeah, I think it's the
Really?
same family, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's the same family.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No,
I was gonna say they remind me of the
what?
the Yeezy boot, Yeezy 700 boot.
I know
You know, like the mid ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
really remind me.
I do like them.
I think there's similar design language.
Yeah.
I can see you right now.
I hear it.
Alright,
You
sick.
said you can see me.
I
in it.
don't know why I can see Kesi.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Incredible in these. Like,
No.
small feet. Like,
That's the reason
Don't
why.
let my. Oh god.
No. So the CDG
they're
the
hard.
CDG foams that came out, the white ones, I told her, get it.
I really want.
Get it. You don't get
You
it.
just get.
You don't get it. It will look so cold on you.
Never mind what I like. Never mind how I feel.
No.
You don't get
No.
it.
Do you know what? Because when I say this, I want to like be correct in how I'm saying this.
Okay.
Not like Kanye did to Kim, but
If you don't
advising like Kanye.
get out of my sight with that.
I'm not gonna lie. The phone,
Get out of here,
Nah, it's a
man.
bad boy shoe still.
it's cold. It's cold, but for my feet, I'm not gonna lie, it won't look nice.
I really wanted the
I think
CDG.
you got the right like proportions in the way you dress, so it won't look crazy.
Bro,
I feel
hope
like
so,
you
man.
need to tell him this because one thing that Michael always says on the podcast is that he's very against like people that are size 9 and above.
I'm not against
wearing
them.
shoes in general.
I appreciate
any trainer.
Any shoe,
if you're a 9 and a
Any
half,
type of footwear.
get it.
No, 9.5
If you
is
wanna
still
buy it
palm.
for
No,
get it.
no,
Sandals.
no.
It's just sandals. That's it.
No, you know what? Yeah,
Like John
size 10, size 10 and down. You're calm.
You see what I mean? Every day.
You're calm.
You're
I'm not
actually
gonna
a 10 and a
lie.
half.
No, and that has some implications.
Oh,
So I bought some Salomons, yeah,
Yeah.
and Salomons come out mad tight.
You have to go for it.
So you have to go. Shut up. So I went for the size 10 and a half.
Right.
10 and a half was mad tight. Tried on the 11. The 11 was mad tight. Had to get 11 and a half. Bro, my foot looks prediched in the shoe. I'm not gonna lie, my foot spread out like
it
this.
was a
I'm
little
like,
boat. It was a little boat.
ain't happening.
Oh, you can't tie it too much.
You can't tie it to and then the whole side goes like this.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, why would I want to wear a shoe like that?
Hold you,
So that's what
hold
I'm saying. After a certain size, it don't look right on certain trainers.
Okay.
Wow.
Big foot boys, he stand with you at this time.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
It's all good.
Pick up the little foot kings, though, man.
Come on,
100%.
make some noise with them too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Seven
surely.
and a half and below or what?
Yeah, Loki.
Just had to make sure.
40.5.
So, what?
Look at the little foot kings.
Little foot kings are. It can't be a 9.
You're not a little foot king, my guy.
I just try to make
No,
sure.
you're like you're like average.
Why is he trying to do
Just trying to
that?
make sure, you know.
You're like average.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, on the pedestal today, baby.
I already saw it. I saw it in the bag. I was like,
Why?
That Lulu has not been around for a while. You haven't even seen the shoe yet.
no. Do you know when you open the bag? I saw it and I looked
What
up.
a treat.
All
All right, well, go on. What is
Cool.
it?
So we got the Cement Freeze,
Yes.
classic shoe. First time owning this particular colorway for myself. I think everyone just kind of goes crazy when they see a Nike on the back. But I think this shoe for me is very important because of what it meant for Jordan Brand.
Okay.
This potentially essentially saved Jordan Brand because he was walking towards Peter Moore and Bruce Kilgore, who created together. They Bruce Kilgore created the Air Force One.
Yeah.
Peter Moore did the Dunk and the Air Jordan 1.
Okay.
And Jordan wasn't happy with the 2 at the time. And he was like listening to what they were saying or whatever. And I know, what's his name? Phil Knight hit up Tinker and was like, yo, bro.
We need help.
We got you gotta do something
right
for
now.
us.
Today, basically. So he had like a very short lead time. And I mean like 2 months to create, ideate, and have physically in hand to present to Jordan.
Wow.
So I remember asking him, I was like, is this technically the first ever quick strike shoe? Because like quick strike is like, what, 6 to 8 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 months is insane.
Yeah.
Technically, this is like the first quick strike shoe.
Crazy.
But yeah, this is a shoe that essentially saved Jordan.
the Jordan Brand.
Man,
Yeah.
nuts, man.
That's special.
Yeah, very, very special.
And in terms of like how you actually feel about how the shoe looks and stuff.
It's a big shoe. Like, it's a bulky shoe. But I think that the leather and no swoosh is like a great touch.
I'm not gonna lie. When Justin Timberlake made his own pair of those, he finished the trainer, man.
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, put the switch on the shoe for me. It didn't make any sense.
I was like, "You should have done that, man."
It didn't make any sense to me.
It's a great pair. It is a great pair. I do really enjoy it.
I would love to also enjoy it.
Ah, brother.
You know, you had so many
Brother,
opportunities
take those two
to get
to
them.
the bank,
I don't know if
please.
I can't lie.
Leave it. So let me ask you a question, Tinker. What would you say is the best trainer he's made?
Ever.
Yeah,
It's a hard one.
it has to be one.
Kai, that's a question.
I gotta say Air Max 90, you know.
I hear it.
90.
Yeah, I always say Air Max 90 because of what it meant when we was growing up. So like, you had all these kids who were like going to JD Sports. Where do you remember the there was this Nike tracksuit that had like the American flag on it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Those they had the matching. They matched their new eras to their 90s. Some kids like I don't know what their parents were doing. I don't know what they were doing. They had about 15 colorways and they had hats to match.
How?
How,
Bro, I always used to ask that question, when I saw people wearing Air Max 90s as if they were like flip-flops. Like,
Like it was cheap exchange.
I'll be going to the shop. My dad's like, Just looking at the shoe like that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Yeah, I remember. I wore a lot of Reebok workouts because like that was like an easy one to.
Yeah.
That was calm, Stan Smith and that, but I didn't get a 90 till late, like, and I think I got it from like Littlewoods magazine or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Them ones. When did you guys ever own 90s?
I don't think I owned a pair of 90s. I owned 95s.
I had 90s.
And
I had 90s.
Yeah, forget it. That was 3 figures.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
I had the 95s, but I didn't get the 95s till about like year 11.
Yeah.
And that one,
Man, if you had a year 11, you was...
no, but but
Yeah,
it was on
ballet.
sale. Yeah,
still-
when Foot Locker was doing like the mad sales,
Yeah.
like I used to tell this story in what's called in Essex. Yeah, Foot Locker did the maddest sales. Like, I was getting dunks for like £15.
but that
£20.
sale in Foot Locker was actually...
It was
It was
not.
on a It was on a
It
problem.
was actually epic.
It was
I think
not.
I think that's what made them such a huge brand.
Yeah.
And I think the economy now, the way things are, you can't do that anymore. But them times,
That sale-
everyone be sitting in Foot Locker trying to get trainers, £10, £15.
Do you think it's the economy that's why the Foot Locker sale racks aren't popping?
I think that maybe like the industry moved in a direction that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is. Like when we think of the trainers that come out now, they don't even hit the shop floor, let alone the sale rack. Do you know what I mean? They're in and out. It's raffles.
But even the trainers are in stores these days as well. And it's not like before. Like before we had Hirachis, Air Max 90s. Air Forces are still in store.
Everything gets raffled off now. That's the thing. Whether it's a Hirachi or MX90 or some super hyped collaboration, everything that would normally sit in a store gets raffled off. So it doesn't even make it to the
There was
shop
even
floor
a
anymore.
trainer that I can't even remember which one it was, and I saw that I had to raffle for it. I said, "Are you joking?"
I won't lie though. The only thing I'll say about the raffles and like, it still has this like, you know, downside as well. For like, in terms of availability to everybody.
Yeah.
It's definitely safer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know, 100%.
Crazy people out there.
I hear that. I do hear that. I do hear that.
Crazy people out there.
I never looked at it from that perspective. you
Yeah,
know?
not from a safety point of view.
Because now, bro, like, even when you go to stores and you see how many people are waiting outside the store, like, I know some people are hungry to just jack you.
Yeah,
So I was thinking about that because the way that Clint did the drops for the 95s with the Cortez, because I know that he did it out in Paris,
New York,
and I saw like people just running around everywhere.
You were in New York at the time. Yeah. Did you see any of like the madness?
Yeah, I was there when I was there at the billboard when the coordinates came up. I think it took people 10 seconds to register, and then it was like
Everyone just went.
seen that 28 days later. Like, man,
Way.
like watching it was like, it was exciting because it's like,
Yeah, it's like, okay,
this
time,
like this
let's
is
go.
needed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then obviously I know like for any brand in the world, safety is the first.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Minute, so like they're probably looking at it like kind
Yeah,
of.
that-
But he was running his own thing, obviously with support of Nike as well. But that was great. I mean, we knew where we was going.
Yeah.
Watching people go the wrong way.
Wow.
Watching people kind of arguing with their friends. No, it's this way, it's that way. It was hilarious.
I think the funniest one for me was definitely Paris when like Clint was on the bus and it was just like, yo, like
Was it Clint that was on the bus?
Yeah.
He was in the
like,
bus,
yo, like
yeah.
everyone's
I thought it was
watching
like
the
a
bus
random
following
guy
the
on the
bus.
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
I probably was, yeah, because like, everyone's watching the bus following me,
Yeah.
but the coordinates were on the bus,
Yeah.
but no one was looking at the bus. Like everyone was just following the bus because
Really?
all the shoes were on the bus.
I honestly think that's a Parisian thing. They're just like anything.
Yeah.
It's like a
Riot.
protest or riot. Yeah.
That's
They're all for
it.
it. They're all for it.
Honestly,
What's your favorite out of the 3 that dropped?
the pink.
Yes, the pink,
The
was
pink,
cold.
yeah, it's the pink.
That was,
Yeah,
that
pink
was a
was
New York player, right?
Yeah. Pink things. Yeah.
The pink, blue, then the green
The
ones.
green.
Yeah,
I feel like the green are classic.
Yeah, there'll be a
I
classic.
can appreciate that, but yeah, the pink ones are cold for
for
me.
sure.
I think maybe because I was out there as well, and it was really special to see like someone from London do something like that.
That
Yeah.
big. I mean,
All I
see
kept
people
hearing,
go crazy like
bro,
that.
it was mad. All I kept hearing from like native New Yorkers was like, they don't have a single person in the city from their city that can do this right now.
Wow,
Really?
I
And
was
New York
surprised.
used to have bare people. Out there.
Yeah.
They said they kept saying that they don't know a single person in the city that can garner this attention.
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's definitely on a mad trajectory right
Yeah,
now. Because
yeah.
The fact that he's got that type of popularity in these 3 major cities,
It's insane.
it's,
Yeah,
it's mad.
yeah.
It's mad.
Shout out Clint.
I'm not gonna lie,
Pick up his team as well, man.
For sure.
Yeah, he's got a
man.
cult
He's got
team.
a
Working
close knit
overtime.
team. man. All these boys.
And I like the fact that even though they're all doing like their own things, like they really all support each other.
Yeah.
Seeing what they're doing, they really
Yeah.
support each other. So
Shit.
yeah, man, shout
Shout
out
out
them,
them
man.
man there. With that, I think that brings us to the end of a very exciting Tables Trainers.
Trainers tables. Okay, we're gonna go to the quick fire questions.
Yes, please.
Yep. All right. Your favorite drop this year?
My favorite drop this year.
Yes.
Universal.
Okay, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get why. It's unique.
Yeah.
It's different.
You're not seeing that anywhere else.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Yep. I hear it.
That's not even out yet as well, by the way.
That one.
Really?
By the way.
That's not out yet.
Not even out yet.
Okay,
Exclusive.
Do you know what? I feel like it's because I've
Exclusive.
seen it on YouTube. So it was out.
Exclusive.
Oh,
All
wow,
right. So wait. No, because
exclusive.
I think I saw in your story where you went to the place where they were doing all of it.
Yeah, it was incredible. I like, honestly, if anyone gets a chance to go to Milan Design Week, go. It's a great time.
Really?
It's a great time. Yeah.
So wait. Is it like a specific thing that they do in just Milan?
So it's the first time I went, and what I found out was that Milan Design Week is the biggest furniture exhibition in the world.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So just have a lot of people exhibiting like their different furnitures for the year or whatever, but just a lot of events going on as well. But it's just a beautiful kind of like time as well.
Sick.
I know that Milano is probably very racissimo.
Very much so.
Because of like the influx of like different people, you're probably not going to see the real feel of what
Yeah.
it's like.
Yeah.
You're just talking to a lot of great people as well.
Oh, sick.
Sick.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Next question.
Most memorable Nike moment to date as a host.
Oh, I gotta say Tinker Clint, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That was special, man. Because it felt like it was like culturally so important.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking that there probably must have been a lot of, like, you must have been putting a lot of pressure on yourself, because even when I was waiting for it to come up here, I was like, raw, like, you're actually sitting there next to
Yeah.
Tinker.
This is. How did you feel in that moment?
It was mad because that was the second time I spoke to him. So I did one internal one with staff members, and I got told about it last minute. Shout out Sweda and Dom.
Shout out you, man.
They shouted me for that last minute. But this one was like, okay, like we're really gonna do this, and we're gonna do this in a way that like is really, really sick. My team is incredible as well. Like big up Stella, Lou, Matt.
Come on.
Like we put a lot of work in an SSS agency out of New York. Epic. So we were just like, we was like, you know, if we're gonna get these two here, like we need to like make it really count. So we really obsessed on questions, but then also I obsessed on questions, and I was like, I'm not gonna answer questions specifically how I've written them down. I'm gonna make sure I bounce off of what they say as well. But I really want to like draw the parallels between the two of these guys because they're different ages,
Different backgrounds.
but they have so much similarity. Like, and like honestly, I never seen somebody so like in awe of another person with Clint and Tinker, and then like Tinker respecting like Clint the same way. Like it was incredible. Like more moments like that I needed in sneaker culture, or just culture in general.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, I was like, okay, you know, one of those iconic moments.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what. It felt like it. It felt good. I can't lie to you.
Like this is one of those history moments because, like, obviously Tinker, his background, everything that he's done, and Clint is obviously so prominent right now.
Right now,
Like, bro, and obviously yourself.
Of course.
Big face.
Love
that. Love that. So, like, seeing all three of you there, and obviously you doing your thing as well, like, it was one of those ones where I was like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it was a big
what
moment,
you're doing,
man.
because, mate,
It was.
Appreciate it.
Boy.
Yeah, we was all hooting and hollering over here.
100%.
Hooting, hollering, hooting.
All right. So, one song you're loving right now.
One song I'm loving right now. I'm not gonna lie. Tomuchi Zimmer.
Hey,
Really?
See, when I saw the snippet for that song, I told you.
on
Is it out yet?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Is that now,
he
yeah?
did like a 2-part EP with what's the other one? Dabby Dabby. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He's the way he's doing things right now. When I saw that video, I was
I'm
like,
very
okay,
here for it, man.
I see the trajectory you're trying to go
Yeah,
into.
I like
it's
it.
not like new Afro beats. It's taking like old school Afro beats.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Makosa
Bro.
kind of like Coffee
I
Olumide
saw
kind
it.
of
I
vibe,
saw the
yeah.
video. I was like, you know what you're doing.
Because he's Ivorian, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think I like the fact that, like, obviously, come on, we're all Nigerian here in this room. I'm happy.
Yeah.
To, do you know what I mean?
He raps.
Yeah. And I really like that because it's clearly missing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I need to check out. I didn't think it was out yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
vibey.
it's that. So we was talking about it, and like, I was hearing like some of the samples underneath. I was like, "What's this sample?" And then he was like, some artist called Mevi or something like that. But you know that song on TikTok, row.
Yeah.
That guy. He's got a next song. So like, I don't know who produces him are. They're genius, basically. He took some of the samples from there and put it on there. It sounds perfect.
Man.
No, the way people make music as well. Like, obviously, it's Kesi that's really put me on, like, how people really make music and sampling and everything. And then when, like, she'll send us a video, and she'll be like, this is who sampled this song, how they put it together, and then she'll show the whole thing. I'm like, good.
One thing about me, I love a good sample.
Yeah.
Wow, I love a good sample.
It's being lost at the moment. People are like doing it cheaply. And,
It's
like,
so
Look, do you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna even start music.
How dare you just speed up the song like that and make it the
honestly.
chorus? I'm gonna smack
shouldn't
you
even
up.
call the sample at that point.
At all, it's a remix. It's a cover even
yeah.
at this point.
The way music is right now, I don't like the trajectory of music right now.
Oh no.
Are we becoming those people? Like those
Yeah.
Do you-
In mine, eh?
No.
What happened to the good old music?
No, do you know what? Yeah, I don't even feel like it's the same thing. You know, I don't think it's the same thing because when I look at all the different generations of music here, where we look at old school R&B, old school hip hop, and then we look at like the Soulja Boys and the Chief Keefs and everyone that came through.
Right.
They all brought something unique to the scene, and that was different.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing right now is a lot of sampling of old school music, and like you said, fast forwarded, and then someone's rapping on top or wherever it is. Obviously, it's this generation's music. I'm like, obviously, we all had our own generations. That's calm. But the one thing about music right now is that, and I always say it in this way, it's like a fart. It's in and it's out. That's it. Like, I'm still listening to old school music now.
Yeah, I'm the same, you know. Like,
Me too. To be fair,
the same stuff.
That's it. Like, it's not even old school music. Like, I'm listening to music in like 2010 and stuff like that. Like,
You're even current, bro. I'm staying in the 90s, bro.
No, I hear it. No, there was a period in time. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Old school music was a thing, but I think even music from 2010 backwards, like, it's still solid music. The music right now, I'm just like, obviously it's not my generation, innit? But I'm just like,
did you listen to Pot Paper's new album?
No, I didn't. I'm not like my boys. A lot of my boys are like evangelists for really on the streets, like preaching Pot Paper gospel.
Right.
I know he's talented. I know he can rap his ass off, but I don't get into it too much.
Okay.
I won't lie. I've been listening to Nines' album. That's hard. And I heard the track he did with Nines.
Yeah,
I think he done his thing on there.
He did.
But I haven't listened to it.
it's a cold album.
Yeah.
It really is.
The evangelist that you're talking about is me.
Yeah.
So, we'll chat after.
No, it's definitely a cold album. Like, the way he paints a story, with his lyrics,
he's a great storyteller.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. Let me not boil the details. I'll catch you after. So that's fine.
Yeah, the way he pulls you in,
he did good.
Have you guys listened to any recent R&B albums that you liked?
You know what? No, like, even now with music, if it wasn't for the fact that obviously I sometimes listen to Potter Paper and obviously Nines, obviously it's Nines.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to music like that. Like, the only person I'm really listening to like that is Larry
June.
Let's say what's
I'm a Larry June fan.
With R&B right now, it's that, and it might sound lazy,
Go on.
but I generally do not know who is doing R&B anymore. Like, there's no one that's pointing me in the right direction. The music is not really clear to see. I mean, we know that the places that are really like promoting music now is TikTok and social media. I'm not seeing R&B songs out up there that I can be like, okay, cool. Let me start off with this person and then go down and find everyone else. There's no entryway. Like, it's got to be like, you got to go through some sort of weird angle.
You gotta like hit one song and then like let the algorithm take you
somewhere.
I was like that. I downloaded a bunch of stuff recently. I can't remember half of the people I downloaded. I'm not gonna lie. But there's one artist I listen to all the time called Devin Morrison. I don't think he's new, but he's like new age. But with that said, you're probably not interested because of like how R&B is being constructed right now.
Right.
So I watched this guy on one reel and he was like, do you know what's missing from this day's R&B?
I think I've seen
Ad-libs.
Yes, I think I saw it.
It's like, people are not ad-libs.
I hear it.
And then
you can't write down ad-libs.
There's no breakdowns anymore.
Yeah. Bro, when was the last time you heard a sick bridge?
Yeah, none.
Oh.
There's none.
Oh, that's a good
That's
question. Because I do listen to R&B. Like, I don't like limit myself to a specific artist or whatever. I listened to Summer Walker's EP that came out.
Is that
Fabulous.
Was it good?
Is he
Desmond Conrad is
Yeah,
R&B.
he's
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's all right. It's a vibe.
She
It's
wasn't crying
definitely
again?
Not as much as before. But I personally feel like this is the best body of work that I've heard since Over It. For me, I just thought it was really nice, and there was like an Erykah Badu influence there that I really liked. It was a vibe. So I would recommend that you listen to that.
She is really talented though.
She is.
Like, she can really, really sing her ass off, but I can't really get with the tantrum.
The drama.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I feel like that's why I didn't like Still Over It and why I like this EP, because it's less about the the drama. She's still complaining,
about
but you know, that's her story, innit? But yeah, are you listening to any other R&B aside from, obviously you mentioned Devin Morrison? Is there anybody else?
Let me see. I downloaded someone. Let me check now. I saw a song called Safe.
Mm-hmm.
By someone called Spencer Diamond. Yeah, it's a good song. I feel like he probably needs a little bit of work on vocals.
Okay.
He did this thing.
Okay.
Song called Your Love by Carlos Abreu.
Oh.
Yeah. Little bits and pieces, but Devin Morrison right now in terms of R&B,
solid.
Like,
Really?
he sounds like he's making his music in the 90s. Like, it's
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know that
sick.
song with, you know who he is?
No, it sounds familiar.
Masego, Yams.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's on.
John
Yeah, it's him. Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah.
Even him, I stopped listening to him, man.
I swear.
Masego.
Yeah, I used to listen to him all the time, and then there was just one point.
Sick of the Sex.
No, it wasn't a saxophone, because that's him. That's him. He takes that saxophone everywhere. But there was just a point in time I just stopped
Andre
listening
3000
to him.
with the
Yeah.
bluetooth, yeah.
Every day, like you don't
I was on him
every day.
every day.
Every colours.
Then I stopped.
Yeah, I hear it.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. The actual episode.
Okay, so
Get to news.
all right. So every single week we come with the latest news about music, fashion, sneakers, and what's popping in the culture.
Yes, sir.
So the first thing on the list is Bottega. So Bottega have released their pre-fall line.
My God.
Yeah.
Have
you seen it,
I haven't seen it, but I have small issue with Bottega.
I just shivered.
Really?
bro? Do you know what? No, the only thing you should be shivering at is the price.
Yeah.
Okay, once you show him, I'll let you know what the price is, because I
Just
saw
give
it
me
on
one
Instagram.
moment,
Scared.
sir.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. When me and Kesi went to Selfridges, yeah, because I like the Bottega side bag. The what's it called? It's like it's not
Woven, yeah.
but it's like is it the nylon one or is it?
Yeah.
They brought out like an extra large version, bro. I wanted to buy it there and then. I'm not
That's
gonna
cold,
lie.
I can't lie.
It's cold. It's like actually, is it like the same size as that or a bit smaller?
Oh, it's smaller than that.
Okay,
Smaller,
a little bit smaller, but I was like, I could put everything in it.
Yeah,
Take
it's
it
a vibe.
everywhere. It was so calm. But the price,
It was a bit mad.
yeah, man,
Prices-
1.9.
It's designer prices, isn't it, man?
1.9, and I'm like to myself, do I want to pay 1.9
For
for
fabric.
nylon instead of leather?
So rude.
Yeah.
Have you got it?
But it makes sense,
Don't
man.
worry.
It's such a great bag.
Yeah. You know what you should do before you decide on the leather? I'll send it to you. There's a guy on Instagram.
The leather guy.
Yeah, he's hard.
The leather
The one
guy.
that breaks
he
it down.
breaks it down and he says
Where's
how much
the
it
one?
costs.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
And I think some brands started sending it to him now. Like that's
Yeah?
like real
Really?
great.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I wouldn't want to do that.
Nah, you need to. Like that will like boost your sales. If you're,
Oh, 100%.
if your stuff's like proper.
But if your stuff isn't proper, you are pissed.
But that two-piece alone.
What, the top
on
and the
earth?
bottoms?
Yeah, take me out to dinner in
Let's see.
that.
Please.
God, I'm begging.
Do you know what? I like it.
Bark.
I
woof,
won't lie.
woof.
It feels like fashion's going back to like tailoring and
100%.
Yeah,
getting slick again.
they
100%.
have to. They have to because
All right,
Nice
ballpark.
coats.
How much do you think the top and bottoms are?
Yeah, for that one that I showed you
That's it.
originally.
That's it.
Yeah, that
top
leather
and
set.
bottoms.
10K.
All right.
Total?
What about you?
No, you already told me. So there's
Yeah,
no
we
point.
already know the price. Yeah.
All right. So you actually wasn't too far off. You give or take 5K.
Yeah. 15.
I'm not
Around
surprised by
15,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Where
Well,
could you wear that to? You're sweating every second, every
do
moment
you know
of
what?
your life.
In my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear it in winter, but I'm gonna be cold.
Is
Yeah,
there a
yeah.
lining somewhere, like something that?
I hope so.
Because
You know, you have to wear.
Skin to skin.
You know when you wear African attire, you have to wear a vest underneath. You have
Yeah,
to do
to
that.
stop the
You-
sweat.
You have
Stop
to
the
do
sweat,
that.
yeah.
Just a long life size
Yeah,
down
it's got
to
to be
the
minimal
toes.
movement when you're doing this. Like,
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, think of it. Bikers wear this all the time. So
True.
No, close that tab. You're actually being annoying. Man said a
this is
biker.
actually that's really good.
It's
I
It's
had,
good
really
stuff.
good.
I had an issue with them first. It's bare petty. It's mad petty.
Go on, tell
what's
us.
it?
So they have this in the same weave
Yeah.
gilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember like.
Oh yes, quarter Gile. Beautiful.
So I remember when I saw it, I was like, "You bloody bastard!" You know
You
why?
got me.
No, you ain't got me.
Why?
They copy Capital.
Really?
Capital have one like that as well. Capital one's a bit more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told this to everyone as well, so people are probably tired of me saying this, but like Capital does one where it's like it looks like bandana in it as well, and it's a
Okay,
bit more
so-
plainer too. But I feel like it was too close for me.
Yeah.
I didn't
hear
like
that.
stuff like that. It's
I
same
hear
with
that.
like a Miri. Like I didn't like a Miri stuff because again,
I don't like. I don't like a mirror in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Now,
man.
as we're talking about,
Yeah,
as we're talking about
maybe
Capital,
doing that
yeah,
first. Yeah,
as we're talking about Capital, the sizing for Capital's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's a Japanese
like,
size.
Off! Completely off. Completely off.
you have to go to the extreme end to think about even fitting in anything. Like
Yeah.
you have to.
Damn, man.
Japanese
They've got nice jackets.
Yeah.
You have
I'm
to get a
s-
6. Don't even
But
think about.
but the thing is, yeah, every store that I go to, they don't have more.
Yeah, no one's
than-
gonna have it.
Everyone goes up to
Yeah.
about a 4.
Yeah, no one's gonna have it.
Yeah.
So where do you go to
Unless-
get it? I said no one's gonna have it.
So I got lucky with. Have I got any tops? I don't think I have any tops.
Mm.
No, I ain't got no tops. I've got like denim.
Nice.
Yeah, denim, some other kind of trousers, and like hats and stuff.
You're lucky, man.
Yeah, I catch these at like
Yeah, random times.
dumb like. So one of my boys sent me a link to an eBay. I don't know if the guy didn't know what he had. He was moving it for $250, but this is the one with the jewels on the side.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, tags, everything. Yeah, I don't know if someone gave it to him as a present for Christmas. I don't want it.
Didn't know
I
what it
just-
Probably
was.
didn't even know what he had.
I don't think
And
he
how
had
much would you have got that for? Like,
$870.
Yeah,
like,
no. Capital
yeah.
jeans and trousers are mad.
it's that Japanese denim, innit?
Yeah,
Bro.
Silly.
Because I'm looking at the jackets, especially
The
because
large.
I think during lockdown they had the bandana like trucker jackets.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
Bro, what's
Yeah,
I bought the size 4, yeah. I was like this.
Yeah.
The jeans I got is a 38. I don't wear a 38 anything else.
Yeah. Gets like that.
It's crazy. All right.
Dark Capital.
Next thing on the list is Ruigi. So Ruigi is the owner of Rude. Yeah. So he was the creative director for Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not together.
How long has it been? Has it even been a full season?
He did one collection.
I think it's been a year.
God's sake, man.
One
It's
collection
been a
out.
year.
This can't keep happening.
But didn't it happen with another designer that?
Yeah, the brand that I can't pronounce it. Yeah.
So they're good.
And the
Andy?
Mister.
Do you get it?
You know
Who?
And the
And
Mister.
there you go.
It's like Rick Owens kind of.
Yeah.
And then
The Mister.
Yeah.
Are they part of the Antwerp
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah.
Her brand. Her
Mate,
man there?
Yeah.
honestly,
creative director of that brand also got dropped after a year or so.
What do you think is happening?
People
do you know what?
are just not
With
doing it.
Rude, the way his brand is right now, he's a pop-in designer right now. So my mind was like, okay, they saw that he's popping.
Yeah.
His brand is huge right now.
Right.
They saw what he was doing with Rude itself, seen what he was doing with Zara, and they were like, damn, we need to jump on this train. We need someone that's going to take us to the next level.
Yeah.
And Bali's not really.
I was gonna say, man. I mean, I don't think anything he could have done could have.
Oh, 100%. But I'm not gonna lie, what he created,
Was
they were
nice.
great pieces.
Yeah.
The bag was lovely, the clothes were lovely.
Yeah.
Classic pieces.
Yeah.
Classic.
Do you think it was similar to like when Jerry Lorenzo went to Xenia?
No, I think it's a bit. No, it was the same.
It was the same because
It was the
Rude,
same.
Pretty much done his stuff at Rude
Yeah.
at Bali, just different materials.
No, it was different.
It wasn't significant.
Wait, I thought Jerry just collaborated with him. I didn't know he was actually at Xenia.
No,
I
no,
believe
he
it was a
collaborated.
collaboration,
Okay.
but more so in the sense of like when Xenia got in touch with Jerry, it was more a case of like, look at this hip
He's popping.
guy, he's popping, he's got something to offer.
No, that's exactly how it went.
and like we need him on board, and like this would be a good collaboration. I kind of feel like that's what Bali were going for.
The mistake with Jerry is that Jerry just
Copy.
copy and
Yeah,
paste
yeah.
essentials,
Yeah.
copy and paste. Here into Adidas,
Tends to
into
do
here.
that. I mean, it is. Some of the silhouettes are just undeniable, but he tends to do that.
100%.
Yeah, I think the only time this has worked, like in terms of with like those real classic like brands,
Yeah.
is with Maximilian with Ferragamo.
Agreed.
I hear it.
Agreed.
Smashing.
I hear it.
Agreed.
I hear it.
Agreed.
Absolutely smashed.
Agreed.
I don't like the new wave of creative directors right now. I don't. It's different. Like we've spoken about the Pharrell situation and what it actually means to be a
10
creative
years too
director
late.
now.
10 years too late. You reckon?
It's too late.
You think so?
Real.
Yeah, because he's not at his
Yeah,
peak.
but like when you deep it, like it should have happened when the Evidence shades first dropped.
Yeah.
When he had that
Yep.
bandana.
Yep.
Yep,
When he did the ring that flipping twisted and all that.
Yep.
It should have happened then.
Yeah, but it's.
I don't think at that point they were willing to accept somebody like Pharrell.
It's
I
timing.
think Virgil had to,
Anyone was ready to-
shake. the
Virgil
table
had
a
to
little
do what
bit.
he had to do.
Yeah.
But
He had to.
I saw something already. Like he put Justin Timberlake in the campaign. It's like no, bro.
Oh
Serious.
no, really?
Yeah, nah.
I haven't seen that.
It's like
JT.
that period is like it's not.
It's gone.
Yeah, it doesn't connect with like.
No, who's
Do you
here
know what I
right now?
mean? Yeah.
And
So I-
JT
I
right
think-
now, he's
I
got the
think
corny
about
juice on him. It's a
Do you
long
feel
day.
like that happened with Nigo at Kenzo?
150% too late.
It just didn't make any sense. Like when we were talking about Nigo, whether he's still someone that was
He's
very
not relevant to the people that are buying
he's not
right now.
relevant.
He's always going
Yeah.
to be a legend and an OG, but
Yeah.
yeah, like impact.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
that
the
that one
conversations
that's even a
Yeah.
bit off. The fact that Nigo and Pharrell at the moment allow creative directors for those type of brands. Like you said, now you're saying it does make sense.
Yeah.
It is late.
It is a little
It
bit
is
late.
late.
Yeah,
And
really.
even looking at what Pharrell stands for, and then looking at God rest his soul, Virgil. Nah, like this was the right time,
Yeah.
the right space. This is the right generation.
For real.
Pharrell's a bit too old, and it's
Do you know what? For me, it's less about his age. I think the issue that I've
Literally,
always had is just like Pharrell was doing amazing stuff with Louis Vuitton, and not to say he needed to be rewarded, but if he was ever going to be given that opportunity, I felt like it should have been off the back of like what he had done at
Yeah.
that time,
Yeah.
not because like
we're looking for someone else.
to replace like the other.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
hear it.
I don't really like
'Cause there
the way
is-
that
let's
that
be real,
happened.
Whether you liked him or not, or rate these, there is no replacement for Virgil.
100%.
No, there isn't.
100%.
It's got to go in a new direction.
Yeah. And that's what I didn't like. I didn't feel like they were trying to go in a new direction.
Yeah.
Just kind of felt like they were just trying to replace
I can
the other black
imagine
guy.
he's still going to be working through all of the stuff that Virgil left.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to
100%.
do anything new yet.
Oh.
No, I agree with that. But even in you saying them going in a new direction, like we've said this before, I don't think any designer knows what that direction is.
Yeah.
It took Virgil to rattle the whole industry, and
Yeah.
he forced this on the industry. They need someone like that that's going to force a narrative for things to change, or everyone's just going to be doing the same thing
Yeah.
until...
Well, what do you lot think of? Do you think Martine Rose could have been that person?
Who's that?
That's the what's that brand that he has his own
She.
brand named by himself too, Martin Rose. But
Yeah.
what's the brand called that he did? Oh, I can't remember it now. I used to see it on Dover Street Market a lot.
I'm just thinking of his like Martine Rose.
Martin Rose brand, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was another brand that he was on. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. I mean, I feel like he could have done something for sure.
Sorry, it's a she.
She.
It's a she.
I always thought it was
You're
a she.
lying.
Nah.
She.
Even as you said it, I was like, this is a woman I'm seeing on the screen right now.
I always thought
I've never, to be fair, I've never known where they've looked
She's
like.
quite low key though.
I just assumed.
That's the thing. I
It's
thought,
mad.
for the life of me, I always thought it was he.
Bro, hold
my
tight her.
goodness. I like the track jacket that I'm seeing right now.
She was the one. She did the shocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Monarchs as well.
Yeah.
Those shots were I can't lie. That was not okay.
Was it the long one?
That's the one that Kendrick
Fashion
Lamar
kids love
wore.
it.
Yeah, with the little
of
red
course the
heels.
fashion
Do you know
kids
what I
love
mean?
it. They love it. But for me,
I didn't know it
I
was a
couldn't do
woman.
that, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, it
at
was
all.
definitely something new and innovative. Oh, wow.
Innovative. There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Do you know what? I see the way she designs clothes.
Yeah.
It's very like retro.
It's given
Yeah,
it's given
yeah,
Very
Balenciaga,
retro.
isn't it?
Yeah, no.
I think there's a personal
No.
story to it because she's very like got like a tie to football.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
Yeah.
yeah,
I see it's,
I don't wanna
it's
say it's
very
giving Vet One,
it's
but
very retro,
it's given.
but I
what it
don't think it's going to. I feel like she could become a creative director for another brand and bring her influence into that brand.
Yeah.
But in regards to like being the forefront of,
Something like LV.
So- yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Or just in general, just because obviously what Virgil did, Virgil is the one that kind of made streetwear popular.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't know what the next thing's going to be because obviously
That
we know.
blew up, you mean like that?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
blew up,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
everyone wanted to do streetwear. Like even brands like Fendi, Dior are now doing streetwear. Like Christian Dior's now working with Denim Tears and all these different brands.
Yeah.
There needs to be someone that's gonna make something popular again.
But you know what? I feel like even as we're saying that, yeah, what Virgil did, because of how impactful it was, it would be wrong of us to assume that like the only acceptable option is for someone to do that again. Like, oh yeah, I just need someone to come
That's
in
exactly
and do
what I
that
was going to
again.
say, because you got to remember that fashion has come from a period where designers were just doing their own thing.
Right.
There wasn't someone that was like groundbreaking that shook up the whole world. I feel like Virgil did come in, but he came in at a time where there wasn't really anything that was like groundbreaking, or designers weren't doing anything which was really captivating anyone.
Do you know what that is though? And I think you guys hit on a very good point. I think something's happened here where like, because there isn't like any like really like sick like subcultures anymore.
Yeah.
What would happen normally with things like, let's give an example like the Proud as America's Cup here.
Yeah.
Items like that were like, you know, for who they were.
Yeah.
They weren't meant for the streets. You get what I'm saying, yeah? But then like you've always had like fashion houses making these items and then like the streets adopt particular items
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they make it their own.
Yeah.
And then what's happened now is like they're now making for the streets instead of letting people interpret what things should be.
Okay,
yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And this feels forced now.
It does.
It's completely forced.
Does.
It's completely
That's why I feel
forced.
like we've said it before that just certain fashion houses, we feel like fashion and the way that things are looking in general, which is actually one of the questions I had later, but we're here now. I just feel like it's very corny. Like, it's very disingenuous. And like, that's why when we were saying that, you know, like people that tend to kind of underground brands like Supreme when Supreme was Supreme.
Yeah.
And like what Courtese
Supreme
is
would never
now.
be Supreme
Do you know
again.
what I mean? And like, you know, Palace and what that was now. They looked at those brands for a reason. But then when everybody is trying to be like that, it makes everything look corny.
Yeah.
It makes it look like, well, okay, well, what can I look towards as a
I
result?
think that's so true because when I'm thinking about Marc Jacobs at Gucci, and I'm just like, the stuff that you would see there is like, it was high fashion, but as you said, like people adopt parts of it.
Yeah, make it their own.
No, back in when he was.
Yeah.
Marc Jacobs was at
Marc
Gucci.
Jacobs was at Gucci.
I think it was at LV.
Yeah, LV.
Ford.
Yeah.
LV, sorry, LV. So back then when he was doing stuff like that and people would take stuff like the bags that were popping back then and
They were
bring it
great
into
bags.
subculture.
They
And it
were
wasn't a situation
great
where
bags.
people wearing LV from head to toe like
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton wearing Carpenter LV jeans and stuff. I'm like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, where's
the same.
it's like,
It doesn't.
Now, do you know what? Yeah, now it's sinking in what you were saying. It's now sinking in right now because it is mad. It is mad. Like back in the days, you'll see someone buy a piece from LV, wear another piece from this brand, and create something of their own.
And that piece becomes like everyone needs that piece now.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
But now, man, it's dead, man. It's dead. I really appreciate brands that are really sticking to their guns and doing what they want to
without
do.
trying so
Like,
hard, bro.
And now I can take a piece of what they're wearing, take a piece from another brand. Like now everyone's trying to do this designer thing from head to toe, like you said with the Carpenter jacket and bottoms.
yeah.
There's no, okay, let me take this from this brand and let me really make my own. That's what fashion's all about. And I don't think that's there anymore.
But that makes you think, can it ever get to a place where we can get that separation ever again? I don't think we could ever separate the two anymore because high fashion has really brought themselves to a point where it's like, I can't see the clear distinction that this is high fashion now.
Yeah.
Everything just seems like streetwear. Everything seems like it's level. I can see what I see at Louis Vuitton in a Zara or H&M now. And there's no clear... Like, to an extent, it's like, if I want to get something that is like, I don't know, that really, really flashy high fashion piece, the last thing I could have seen that did that was that Louis Vuitton bag jacket that had like all the pockets. Stuff that you can clearly see that
beautiful.
That is like a high fashion item which people can adopt and turn it into streetwear.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, I don't really see how.
Unless you're talking like super luxury and like Laura Piano, Cucinelli or something
Exactly.
like that.
That's
yeah, next level. Yeah.
It's some
that is over
that
there.
way.
That is over there. Like someone was even asking me like, oh, because I bought a pair of shoes that are similar to Laura Piano.
Yeah.
But I bought them from Zara. He was like, did you buy them? £700. And the thing is, I would love to spend money on that.
Yeah.
But for the amount of material that I'm getting on that shoe, nah, bruv, it's not happening.
Yeah.
All right, next thing on the list is Salomon and Jound are releasing a pair of trainers. Have you seen them?
Man, like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I don't get the Jound thing, man.
Really?
I don't get it.
Oh, don't say this.
Man,
Do you know what? Actually, I can't even say don't say this to me because
We've basically been saying the same thing over the last couple of
It's
days.
like he's banged some serious judgment.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, man.
It's hit and miss with some pieces. Like for example, your Jound New Balances,
the New Balances, the A6.
green pair, the green pair are beautiful. The brown pair is beautiful. The grey pair is beautiful. Yes. Outside of that,
The A6.
the A6 were very,
No.
very,
Come
very
on.
they were
No,
nice. But
don't do
It's
that.
very much, go ahead, give us
Come on.
nothing.
Come on.
yeah, there wasn't much.
The black and silver A6.
No, come on. That's a GR. Pair.
That could have been a GR.
That's a GR.
Give them
real.
their props.
It's a GR for £400. That's what it is.
Give them their props.
No. Same thing with these Salomons. That's a GR.
Okay, no. Because when you sent it in the chat, I said I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I didn't
it's
like
fine.
them.
You say this every time.
A white and blue
Salomon.
shoe.
I didn't like the Salomons.
Okay.
The thing is, I like Salomons, but because of what I said in regards to the sizing, I just leave it. I don't like them. That it's a straight disregard. The one thing Salomon do, colorways, sick.
Yeah.
Sick colorways. The way they're able to match the colors
Yeah.
is sick. What they're doing right now, John has taken him for a ride.
So, well, let me ask you.
he's
Talk
taking
about
it from
Jown.
the
Yeah. What are your thoughts around like Jown as a brand? Did you like any of their
Like,
collaborations?
I get the aesthetic, I get like the page where it was, and like, you know, direction and tape level and all that stuff. You know? But bro, like, it's just great every time.
Slapping everyone's
You know what, yeah?
Every time it's great.
Because me and Toby got slapped.
Yeah,
Big time. No,
Guys
that
got
was bad.
Slapped in the face.
No,
That was bad.
It's not even that we got slapped. We got scammed.
We got
Yeah,
robbed.
yeah.
So the Grey Johns came out. The Grey John and Babes came out. Toby and Kesi got them.
Yeah,
And I was like,
Even though we did get robbed in that one.
we did, and we bought them resale.
yeah, you guys got robbed. And I looked at them. I was like, I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
They both wore it for like 2 days.
Yeah.
That thing creased, man.
What on earth?
Oh,
That thing-
Why are you saying 2 days? My first wear like this.
Crazy.
No, it was
Like
mad.
this.
You know
Bad.
when milk spoils.
Yeah.
All right, man.
It
was
It was bad.
You can't wear it again like that.
I mean,
You know I've got to wear it. You know I've got
try
to
to go
try
get the
it.
money
You know,
out.
do you know what? Yeah, you know when people wear battered trainers. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
they
make
look
it
beat.
cool.
They look beat.
That's what it's
still.
gonna look
They
like.
look beat.
And it's been out for 2 days.
That's
2
it.
days.
Mercy.
So they released the navy pair, which everyone thought was black.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought out the navy pair, and the navy pair wasn't the
It wasn't the
tumbled
same leather.
It was Bape, Bape and Jound, and it
I didn't
was
even know it was a navy pair. That's mad. I missed that.
yeah, there was a navy pair,
Yeah,
but everyone thought it was
shit.
black. Don't worry, it wasn't that great.
There's nothing to see. It's probably
Nah,
still in
nothing-
Selfridges.
nothing to see at
I
all.
actually probably still in
So-
Selfridges.
We were looking at it, we're like, damn, they brought out a navy pair. Damn, I need to get these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, let's leave early. We left the house early. Me and Toby were on the fence. We didn't want to go. We didn't want to get it.
Yeah.
but
Can I
we
just say it's important to know that for the white and grey drop, we queued up for a few hours. Like
Yeah.
we really wanted the
was it?
trainer. No, at the
at the
bait
bait
store.
store.
At the bait store in
Yeah,
Central.
yeah.
So we had already queued up for a couple of hours. So when we got the white and grey ones eventually through resale because we didn't get them when we queued up, that was why you guys went so hard on the white and navy pair because it was like, well, we've got to make right on what went wrong before.
We waited there for the grey pair. We waited there for about 3 hours.
It was about 3-4 hours, yeah.
3 hours. Went to the door. They told us there was no more size left.
Yeah.
Mad.
So after doing that, that's what happened. So we said, let's get there early, bro. The way that we even arrived late.
Yeah.
The way the security guard just opened the door.
Just
walked
opened the
We
door.
walked around the corner expecting
No
to see
queue,
people,
nothing.
Because normally like people
Bro,
queued up.
walked
Oh.
in. I was like, can I buy the baked Johns? The woman just took it from the back, gave it to us. I was like,
Do you know what's so mad? Yeah, there were like 6 on display. I was like, what are they doing here, bro? I thought this was supposed to be an exclusive
then
drop.
obviously, what was it? You had to go somewhere,
Yeah.
and then me and Kesi went Selfridges quickly.
Hanging out in
Bro,
Selfridges.
just chilling there. I was like, what the heck? What's going on? So I could have gone here and collected the shoe instead of
So
me
it was in
going.
the bait section.
It was in the bait
Bro.
section in Selfridges. And the worst thing is that, so the retail price for our pair, the white and grey pair, was about $250.
Yeah.
You know, standard Bape Star. Do you know what I mean?
of
This one was like $350 or something like
$350.
that. You guys got it for $305. You went Selfridges, they increased the price to $350 because of Selfridges tax.
Yeah,
The
man.
devil is a stinky liar. So what's that
I didn't
about?
even know Selfridges had tax on.
They don't. I've
don't,
never
they just
heard
do
of that
stuff.
before. They just be
actually
doing
do
stuff.
That's it.
Prices are discretionary. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Anyway, that Solomon trainer, I'm not really looking at it.
I don't think
I
any
don't
of
like
it
it.
is.
The white, what they're bringing out 2, isn't it?
I don't know about 2.
I've only seen the white.
I've seen the
and
white and the
one.
blue pair.
Hey,
Dead, man.
look like John stands for. You see all the J's. Stands for George. Bang it right.
Nah,
That makes sense.
It doesn't at all.
I get what you're saying.
I'll
I
tell
get
you,
what you're
man.
saying.
Let
But
me
obviously, I
lick.
think that's what the industry is right now. If you got a brand like that,
Yeah.
That's
I
like
don't
the
even
ed-
think Jown still have the sauce like that though.
Do you think
It's
Hype
not-
Never Dies does? Or Hype, was it Hype Never Dies or Hype New York? Which one am I? I
one's
forget
that
the names. With the H, the green H.
Oh, what's the name?
oh my goodness, what's the
Is it
name?
Hype Never Dies or Hype New York?
No. Is it Hype? I thought they had...
Wait.
Hold on.
I know which one you're talking about, and
Yeah,
they
the
always
green
have the
H.
H on all
Yeah,
their clothes.
they're gone though. I don't think
Gone in
they're
a good
popping.
way or done?
Bad, they're done. I don't think they're popping.
Really?
I don't think they're popping anymore. No, their stuff used to sell out all the time.
Yeah,
I
it
see their
did.
stuff sitting all the
Yeah,
time.
Hype
They
Never
done
Dies.
Clarks and
Hype
all that
Never
kind of
Dies.
stuff, I remember. Hype Never Dies.
Is it Hype Never Dies? No, it's not Hype Never Dies.
I can't remember their name.
Hype New York?
Hidden.
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 Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Why
Yeah,
was
why?
it? Look, and I was like, what is the name?
Yeah, hidden.
What is the name? What is the name?
Hi.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That brand, yeah, because during lockdown is when it was.
Yeah.
Bro,
Popped.
I was
tell
gonna
you what
buy
done
it
it for
from
me.
America and pay that tax.
I did it. I bought the Hidden and
See?
ASAP Yams collaboration
fair.
t-shirt. Yeah, it took them 10 months or so to get me that t-shirt.
Was it on pre-order?
Yes. And then they weren't even answering emails. I finally got the t-shirt. Yeah, it was some dead Gildan. Done after one wash. I was like, yeah, you guys, you would not see another day in this house.
Long day.
That's how a lot of these brands are. A lot of these brands are like social media sites that have now become brands. And
isn't that
what?
Isn't that kind of what Hidden was?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's
what
it started, right?
It started as an Instagram page. Same with John as well. John started as a
mood pages. Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Decided to do stuff.
Oh, sad day.
Well, that's it anyway. Next thing on the list is Nike and Sakai waffle woven.
I like those.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the first set of
Sakai.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah, that reminds me of that.
I'm
I
excited.
like them a lot.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I do. Sakai, they had the corny juice on them a little bit.
For sure.
After the nylon, is it the nylon?
The 9 LDs.
Look,
Was it the nylon LDs? I think after, yeah.
Let me-
I think after the nylon LDs, I was definitely looking at them a bit sideways. But then when I saw the nylon vape waffles, I said, it's done now, unfortunately.
I thought it was
kind of
done.
over it.
look.
I
reckon
never
with
want to
the-
see
I like
Sakai
that,
again.
you know?
I liked the purple ones. Purple ones are fun. I like the beat. I like
For
those.
me,
The black and white ones with the netting.
No, sir.
I mean, I like the
Wait.
You
Your
got
ones.
those, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
those were okay,
those
but
ones were
once we
calm.
got to
Those
nylon
ones were calm.
territory, I said, have a nice night. Do you know what I mean? It's over for me.
The thing is with Sakai, yeah, when they brought out the LD waffles,
Yeah.
the first
Daybreak
first
blue
4
and
pairs, the blue and red,
Yeah, the daybreak blue, daybreak green.
the green, the pine,
Yeah, pine green. God,
the
gorgeous.
the black and white,
Yeah.
ones I had, and
Yeah.
the grey and white. They should have stopped there. Yeah. Then they brought the vape waffles, the green, the pine
Pin and
green
red.
as well.
Yeah, and the pine.
Pin and red, and the black.
Gorgeous.
They should have stopped there.
It's the nylon stuff for me.
They should have stopped there. When the nylon came, I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the initial stuff, like the Dunk and the MX-90?
Well, first of all, I'm not an Air Max 90 type of gal.
The dunk wasn't
Anyway,
there, man.
No,
yeah.
the no lace thing, you didn't
The
like?
dunk wasn't there. That and look puffy too. I said it wasn't there for me. I mean, I was a bit too.
But the apparel,
at
like
the time,
the windbreaker thing.
at
So-
the time, it was a bit too out there for me.
Yeah.
I was like, what's
It was
going
ahead
on
of the
there?
time, basically.
Yeah, for sure. It
I
wasn't
feel,
there.
I feel like you're, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, you got a bit of a quirk with the way you dress. So it works, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can get away with that stuff.
Yeah.
But I just think, and that goes for a lot of Japanese brands as well. And
Yeah.
like, it's just sometimes
Mhm.
I can't. It's just a bit much. So even me, like my LD waffles and my vape waffles, I'm just so proud of how like wild they are. And that's kind of the furthest that I am. Do you know what I mean? Like, wow, razzmatazz. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I didn't like the vape waffle.
Yeah.
I was only the LD waffle guy.
Yeah.
And then
I evangelized.
I
did my bit.
Yeah.
I
she
did my
brought me
bit.
into
And the
vape
LD
waffle.
waffles as well, to be fair.
It's an interesting shape as well.
Yeah, it is.
Do you
It
know what?
is.
That is another one. I have to shout out to Nike and Sakai. They did their thing there because that disrupted everything as
I
well.
thought you were going to shout at me. I can't even lie.
No, you're trying to blow your horn too much.
Absolutely.
When they brought that trainer, I was like, okay, this is what we needed.
Yeah.
We needed something new. This is creativity.
Mm.
Because a lot of other brands were just same colorway, just bringing out other trainers.
Yeah.
And this is what I really needed from that
Yeah.
at that moment in time.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just went with it. All right, so
God.
next thing on the list, Dover Street sample cell.
Yes, please.
Lord have
did you go to
mercy.
Yeah, I did. I went on Saturday.
You went?
Yeah, I went on Saturday. Yeah, I went on Saturday. That's
Did you get it after 10 years?
So what I did was, because I knew it was going to be mad,
Right.
I got there at 6:30
You
a.m.
slept there.
Lord
My
have
God, you had a
You
kid.
slept.
You had a kid.
I
Did you
told
did you take like a chair, refreshments?
I had my
Bro.
Switch and FIFA.
My
I hear it though.
God.
I hear it.
So how long were you queuing for?
I got in straight away.
Yeah,
Because
you
like,
would've-
yeah,
Of
only
course,
way is
yeah.
to just get in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was no queue. I was number 133. I thought when I got there, I was like, I'm going to be like number 50 or 30. Really people that were,
Nah, people,
Yeah.
mate.
they really meant
Some
Jeez
people were supposed to be
Louise.
there since 4 a.m.
Yeah, no. They really were there from 4 a.m.
So I went there on Tuesday. So that was the day after, I think.
The friends and family day. Yeah.
Gave out invitations to people. So I went there at 9:40.
Did you
Right.
think it was going to be like, yeah, I'm early?
I thought because it's a work day,
Yeah.
shouldn't be too many people here. Like people.
Oh, you don't know
You
people are
forgot-
jobless?
I did
Look,
not-
you forgot people work remotely.
I actually
Yeah.
I was on annual leave, so I said maybe I'm just
Nah,
we'll come through.
mate. Nah,
I
mate.
get there, yeah, and
Shocked you, didn't it?
the
Yeah.
thing is, yeah, that's the thing. The queues, yeah, were very deceiving because you walk through, yeah, and it's all blacked out, so you can't really see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
So you get there, you're like, okay, cool, this ain't bad.
Go around
give it
the
about
bend.
5-10 minutes. They weren't supposed to open till 11 anyway.
Yeah.
So the queue was moving. Then I get round the bend and I see I have to still go back down, come back up. I was like, raw, okay.
Like this.
Yeah, and then it gets to the point where you can actually see the warehouse area, but then you have to turn left and you have to go into the warehouse and queue up inside the warehouse again. I was there for 3.5 hours.
Look,
What did you leave with?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, look, he was messing.
No,
He was,
you know what?
Nothing.
I believe you because I think I messaged you because you asked me what did I get.
Yeah.
And I said if you're small or a medium,
Exactly. Perfect.
maybe even you're laughing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
I managed to get a steal like with some of the stuff I got, but like it was.
Okay, so what did you get for listen?
So I got these trousers,
Nice.
which are Honda.com,
Okay.
Nice.
and I wanted trousers basically, so I
Yeah.
was like happy with that.
These are nice though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very
they're nice.
lightweight. I got this FaceTasm kind of like baseball jersey, it was like wool. It's like
Oh,
a
nice.
Nice.
Then I got like another like tee, but it's almost like an American football kind of jersey.
Okay.
okay.
Very what's it, netted kind of thing
Yeah.
as well. And what else did I get? I got some tees. I got a denim tees Double Street Market tee.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I got this random brand. I think it's called Deja Vu. I don't even know what it was, but the thing on the back was nice. It was like, yeah, it was decent. I just got a bunch of t-shirts.
So in terms of shoes and stuff, because I heard that you had to queue for
I
the
can't lie. I
sneaker
saw
section.
that. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
that.
forget it.
Resellers.
yeah.
That
Bro, I saw
right.
all the ones I saw. I saw they were right at the front of the queue. Straight away, I saw them straight away. I was like,
So there was another queue for trainers.
No,
Yeah.
there wasn't another queue. No,
no, there
So,
was.
yeah, there was on,
day I went, yeah.
on the following
So when you get
days.
in,
Yeah.
the train stuff is like a cage kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
You queue for that as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
back in my day.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw some people that got some.
That was
good
the press
pieces.
day.
I saw
That was the
£15
press day.
foam runners. I saw
That was
like
the press day.
So
the
a lot of people had, like, the
even
95s and
outside
that.
of those on the CDG carnival.
Carnivals, yeah.
Carnivals.
yeah.
The people getting them for like between £50 and £75. I saw
Yeah.
people getting
Are
like
you sure that was
some
the
nice
first
110s. Nah, I saw people that had queued up and then they'd got them. So they
And they lasted
were
at least
coming
3
out.
days, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Then after that was done. I know people got like 95s as well, like the CG ones.
I saw people
Can't lie, I was
get Prada
humble, so when I
jackets
saw
and all
them
that type
going
of
for,
stuff. I was like,
By the time I got there wasn't anything left.
headache.
Not one thing. I went to the training section, dead.
the way we were apologizing to
Clothes,
Tobi, because
I
Tobi was
said.
there for time,
Yeah,
and he was showing us the progress in the queue, and was like, "Sorry, man."
Yeah, every time he turned the bend, it was like, I'm close. I'm
Thing
not
is, you had
close.
to be really diligent to find.
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
you
100%.
You have to be patient. You have to be very patient. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
Because they were restocking stuff all the time too.
Yeah.
really.
But it was just like, yeah, man. When I saw Dons out just out here with like the Ghana Moscows.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that, yeah.
This year I was like, yeah, forget.
I just think the mad thing about that sale in comparison to the other sample sales that we've been to, you usually have a limit of how long you can stay in there before you get told to clear out.
Yeah.
And I feel like people were saying, oh yeah, we queued for 4 hours, we stayed inside for about 3 hours, and then in the end, what do you mean you're inside the
Yeah,
store for
exactly.
3 hours, bro?
It's crazy.
We went
and it was one in, one out at that point.
Yeah,
So
I think
anytime-
they let him 600 people at a time apparently.
Okay, so they changed it. So on my
Whoa.
day, what they did is that they were doing one in, one out once the first batch got in.
Mad.
So people were
That's
in there for
mad.
like 3-4 hours. Like
That's
when I saw
mad.
the people that were behind me and the people that were outside, I was like, you guys are not leaving until tomorrow. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing.
Long day, man.
Oh man! All right, next thing on the list is Loki. Loki season 2.
Before I start getting like this, what are your thoughts on Marvel? Do you enjoy Marvel?
Sorry, let me just be honest here. I'm struggling to like just watch anything at the moment.
Really?
Struggling to get into like watching anything. I can't. My concentration is really bad these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
Why do you
it
think
that
that
you
is?
just don't watch stuff, or
I think I need to like not do anything else because sometimes I have it as background noise.
yeah?
I need to
Yeah.
just actually sit down and watch it.
Oh, the time I used to focus on the actual thing.
Yeah.
I hear it.
In the background and not actually
Yeah.
focus on
I
it.
hear it. I do love a good series. I can't lie.
For sure.
I'm the
Yeah.
complete opposite. I
Especially
can get
Loki.
immersed.
Yeah.
I really,
Yeah, no,
I really do.
I can't do two things at the same time. I either have to be focusing on the show,
Yeah.
or I must be doing what I'm doing.
So as far as like MCU goes and stuff like that, it's not really your.
I'm not gonna say I'm like a massive fan. I don't hate it. But
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of it.
Right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit nuts.
Yeah.
It's a bit nuts. I
Yeah.
don't want to ruin anything for you for when you get to
That's
watching it, but Loki, with what's
Loki was a
happened
good
now.
Loki's Thor's brother, right? I'm not making.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did a personal season show for him.
Yeah.
Is he a villain though?
He's a do you know what?
weird one.
He's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like he is, because of what he's gone through in life.
Yeah. He's
it's
a
made him
validated villain.
very like angry.
Yeah.
I would say very angry.
Yeah. There's reason behind it.
But then when you look deeper into him, you understand why he became who he is.
Yeah.
But then he has a good side to him.
Yeah.
And that's what we're now seeing what he was before, and we kind of see how he became who he was, and now he's trying to like sort things out.
Reconcile.
That's it. And in season one opened Pandora's box for Marvel.
Yes. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. So it created. So like obviously MCU, we know it for like Captain America, the Avengers, that whole thing. But now the Avengers is essentially done with now.
Yeah.
And we're in the new phase 4.
I think phase 4.
We're in phase. So we're in phase 4 at the minute. So after like Infinity War, I don't know if you watched the film, but like, you know, when all the Iron Man died and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're in the new phase where we're exploring like the multiverse.
Yeah.
I know I sound like
This is Doctor Strange and all them things.
This is like
but
different
it's like
universes.
different universes, different realities, different times. Yeah. Get it. So all of the films right now for this phase are tying into the overarching story of the multiverse. There's more than one universe.
Yeah.
And what Loki season 1 explored was that there is a particular person, his name is Kang, who Jonathan Majors, his whole debacle. What film was he in? Ant-Man. Yeah, so obviously the whole stuff with the domestic abuse has come out and whatever. But that's when his character was first introduced in the Loki season 1. Where honestly it's a really good. It's really good. If you do like get back into watching stuff, I'm
not gonna lie.
For sure.
It was good. It was
just
good.
Touching on Jonathan Majors, he is such a great actor.
He really acts his little ass off.
In this show?
Yeah, he really acts his little ass off still.
Wow.
You know, apparently he's going out with Megan Good. A little bit of gossip for you.
Supposedly. I heard that too.
Yeah, why'd you open your eyes for?
No, because it's mad, like.
It's
Because of what's going on in it?
Yeah.
At a time like this, how'd you go from being a pastor's wife to just like getting?
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. She's going for her own special journey. I'm gonna leave her there.
Special journey, child. Let's pray for Megan.
I'm gonna leave her there.
But yeah, season 2. When's it coming out?
October.
Can he wait? I can't even lie to you.
October.
I actually cannot wait.
Someone, big up Jameson that hosts a show with me in NY.
Shout out Jameson.
He said, I can't remember which one. He said Captain America is the best Marvel film because it opens the door for all the other ones, all the major ones, apparently.
Wait. Let me think.
I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah.
He said something about Black Panther.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. He's right. It does.
Yeah.
But
one of the leaders.
Do you know what I mean? Like he would do that. It's kind of like I mean, I guess so, but
it's Iron Man. To be honest,
it's not Iron Man. It's Captain America.
Because without Iron Man, none of this will be here.
No, that's not true.
No.
The reason why I say that is because it's the first one that came out of all of them.
That's not true though.
But Captain America
could have been isolated.
No, because Captain America's story, it brings out what's the
my guy with the arm.
No, not the arm. What's the
Falcon?
Hydra. And Hydra are the ones that are using all the special what's it called? And they're the ones that even found Loki's thing.
Yeah, fair.
And that's how that now opened everything. So yeah,
I mean, Jameson might be right, but as far as like the best show or film,
it's a big thing to say.
What would you say is the best?
Am I including Avengers?
No, you can't include Avengers.
I can't do that. Then I don't want to talk about it.
You have to silo it. Because if I silo it right now,
for me,
do you know what? If I think back to the old Iron Man movies,
Captain America was
they were budget.
Iron Man was serious.
Yeah.
Budget, man.
They weren't looking okay.
They were serious though.
He didn't know better, so it was hard.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like even seeing the way he created his thing, and then you see the old suit and everything, man, it was budget, man.
You want to see what budget is? Look at the second Terminator movie.
Don't talk about that film because it's a classic.
I saw that.
Don't talk about it.
When they shoot the other, I can't remember the other character's name, but the other guy who was also like Terminator,
and he was like liquid metal. It was bad. CGI was not CGI. Yeah. It was giving Nollywood, innit? Yeah, it was giving Nollywood. It was giving Nollywood.
I said plates.
What did I see recently? Somebody referenced Nollywood 100%. One designer, I don't know. Is it APC?
Oh,
sorry?
Don't really.
I have an APC. Oh, what was it?
Don't.
Acne.
Yeah.
No.
Acne shot something recently, yeah, and it looked like they referenced or watched Nollywood.
You're lying.
Check it. Like the way I don't know what camera they use, but the grading is super Nollywood.
Really?
It's so Nollywood.
Say no more. Look into it.
Nah, find it. You need to find it.
Hold it. I'll do that.
Once you see it, you'll get it. Yeah.
All right, cool. If you can, please find it.
Tobi's
Something I want to ask you, because we're going to touch on Kanye West.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on Kanye West in general?
I've thought Kanye has been spiraling for a long time, like before all this.
Yeah.
I think if we're taking it all the way back, like You Ain't Got the Answer Sway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone thought that was funny. I didn't think that was funny.
Me too.
Like, as a grown man, he was like trying to tell you like, yo, you don't need all these people.
Yep.
Like you're Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but it ain't Rafter and all that stuff. And it's like when we look back on it, Sway was right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you got yourself into a muck, basically, but not even so much you got yourself into a muck. You were so hungry for white acceptance.
Yeah, and validation, 100%.
And it's like, I find it really weird that everyone's like, oh yeah, he's our black. No, he's not. Like,
yeah, he's
black women.
really
like,
not.
What are you talking about? Like,
That's a very good point,
black women.
Bro.
I'm not gonna. Do you know what, even thinking about it, I'm looking at all the people that he's been with.
But even outside of the relationship point, I have been banging on about this for a very, very long time in regards to like with Kanye West. The trouble that I always had with him was that like when it suited him, he was black. When it suited him, he was Chicago. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm one of y'all. I'm from the projects. Like when it suited you, that's what it was. But then when it was time to benefit for yourself, like then all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, make America great again. Like now all of a sudden it's this, that, and the third. Like I'm over it.
Behind Trump,
like bro, like what's going on here? Like what is going on here?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
no, whenever it suits him.
Then people started saying, oh yeah, but Trump's not that bad. It's like, bro, he's
I need you to focus.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
He's mad.
Yeah, out of here. So please, whenever you go into a bit of trouble as a black man, as a black dad, can't take a single father as a black man trying to keep us down.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
You knew what was going on when you married into that family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all knew what was going on.
It's a shame, like whatever's happening, everyone you're able to see their kids in that. But like, it's like you knew, like you're not stupid.
100%.
And don't get me wrong. I think there's definitely people who've exploited him and all that kind of
stuff. 100%.
In the wrong way, and that's terrible.
Yep.
However, this is what you wanted. Like you really wanted this thing for a long time. And I don't think like, I know the whole gotcha, I don't believe that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, do you think, because I'm not going to even talk about what Kanye West did with the new outfit and all that type of stuff. I don't even have time for it. Do you think the era of Kanye is done now?
Nah.
Oh.
I don't think it will be. I don't think it will ever be done.
You think
really?
So? Now I'm talking from in regards to him being someone that's prominent in fashion as well.
Oh, I mean, let's be honest. Like in terms of outside of the sneakers, his own output
been quiet.
Of like no one ever really wears Yeezy. Like,
no,
that jacket, like complain about the fitting.
Yeah,
Yeezy season, nobody wears it.
Yeah, no,
do you know what I mean?
It's true. It's in TK Maxx a lot actually. If anybody that cares,
really,
yeah. Always in TK Maxx.
I didn't even think of that. You know,
people wear what he wears from other brands.
100%.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
He's an influencer.
Yeah.
Damn.
He could put his hand on something and like boom.
Yeah. He's been doing that for
his own
career.
stuff.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of the sock then, no?
Well, the tights.
The tights were mad.
The leggings.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, the leggings themselves. Yeah, insane.
I said, bro, man, you're grown, man.
Outside?
And I mean, like, I know we said we're not going to get into the outfit.
Yeah.
But,
other
things bother me as well. Don't get me wrong, like, I don't think I'm in a place where, like, you know, we're talking, like, with my walk and all that kind of stuff, or anybody's, like, faith,
Yeah.
But I love R&B.
Yeah.
I really, really love R&B. I love gospel first and foremost.
Yeah.
Hammond is one of the greatest artists of all time in my opinion.
Right. Who's your favorite?
Fred Hammond.
Okay, 100%.
You cannot take secular songs and make them gospel. It's
100%.
stupid.
100%.
It's actually stupid.
It's not even just stupid. I actually think it's really disrespectful.
Bro, it's mad.
Proper out of line.
It's like some songs, they're so wild. It's like, I'm a massive fan of SWV.
Yeah.
You can't take Rain. That song is so nasty.
It's about sexual relations. My God, sexual relations.
Rain is a nasty song. Rain is a nasty song. Yeah. But then, like, now what he's done with, like, putting a cross on...
Yeah.
That's what I didn't want to talk about, because it's like...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, that's Kanye for you.
I'm done with that statement, to be honest.
No. Do you know what? No. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it like, oh, it's Kanye.
Yeah,
we have to accept it. I'm talking about like Kanye. I'm done with Kanye. That's it. And it's. Do you know what? It's actually, it's not a shame, because, like you guys have said, it's what he wanted.
Yeah.
And
it still is a shame for me though.
No,
it is a shame because it's a loss of talent.
Loss of talent, but I think people are not looking at the knock-on effect. I really believe because of what he's done and what he's been doing, a lot of younger creators are going to feel the brunt of that. People are going to be like, okay, cool, we have to be careful because, you know, what happened with Kanye, we can't have another one.
Fair.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, think about the generations of Kanye that he's affected. Like, there's no, like, go Virgil, Tissa, Don C,
Jerry,
Samuel Ross. You can say Tremaine if you want to. I know that's a thing. No, we can say Tremaine.
Yeah, you can.
I can say Tremaine. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if there's going to be any more coming out of that school anymore because
not at all.
Do you know what I mean?
That's so true. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
And if they haven't already established themselves, how willing will brands want to be to working with people like that? Like us. Shame.
I guess so.
I didn't think about it.
All right. Last thing on the news list, K Tremaine. Have you heard about them?
Tremaine.
No, you're definitely not pronouncing it right. So
It's
no,
K Tremaine.
no, it's not. K Tremaine.
K
You know the
Tremaine.
collab album with K Tronada and Amine.
Hey, I was like, is this K Trap?
K
Tremaine.
K Train.
You know what they need to do,
K
they might
Tremaine.
need to put on Google so everyone can pronounce it the way I'm pronouncing it.
I promise you, it's not K
They
Tremaine.
merged their names officially.
Yeah.
Well, just for this,
It's
just for
I
this
think-
project.
which I like, you know.
K Tremaine.
And I'm open to people creating temporary groups.
Yeah.
I do love a temporary group.
I do think temporary group.
I do love a temporary group. I think they work
I
quite
don't
a
think
lot.
this one works though.
Oh, do you not?
Do you know? Do you know?
No.
Do you know? I haven't.
Is it a movement or a temporary group?
I
not
feel
sure
like
yet.
it's. I just thought it was a collab for the project, for the sake of the
It needs
project.
to be a temporary group.
I think so.
I feel like.
Oh,
Do you know what?
no.
Overall, K Tronada, great.
Yeah.
Great at what he does. What's his name?
Amine.
Yeah,
Amine.
I've been 50-50 with him. Like when
could
he
be
first
right.
came out.
Honesty's first tape, that was hard.
Yeah.
No, when he first came out, I was like, but it wasn't consistent. He hasn't been that consistent. He really
The thing
hasn't.
about his sound is that, like, after the first great album, one does get a bit tired of his sound. So it is quite. For me anyway, like the songs that I heard that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really want to hear much more after that.
Someone listen to the album.
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, that's
I haven't
seen his
yet.
rebuke online.
Yeah. That's the one everybody's
I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah,
really
I was supposed to
enjoying.
listen to it
They
for
don't.
the episode.
No, man.
Oh, give it a
Bad.
Oh, you don't think
said
so?
So were there any songs that you liked?
Nah, man. I mean, other than the one that I'm being so serious. I was excited. I was so excited because the one that they dropped,
Rebuke.
yeah, that song was good. I really like it.
Yeah.
Man, it works.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there going through it. I was like, okay, first song, okay, maybe I'll wait for the next one. The next one never came. It just kept on going. It kept on going.
There was there was one with the one with Pharrell was kind of fun. I like the Butte Forever. It's kind of, do you know what I mean? I like the one with Amare. The name
I knew you would
is.
say that one. It wasn't it.
The thing
need
is
to
that with
listen
all
to
the
it.
songs, yeah, they're all right. They are all right. Kate Tronada can do no wrong in my eyes, but unfortunately, like, it's not something that you're gonna remember.
Nope.
And a lot of albums aren't, to be honest. Like recently,
Do you know what?
I haven't really
He
heard
just
any
picked the
memorable
wrong
albums.
person to do a duo with.
Who should he
No, I mean, it's.
That's a
Kate
very
Tronada.
good
Who
question.
should Kate Tronada have done?
Brent, you know.
You're giving Brent too much credit, I feel.
Do you know what? I
You're
was
giving
speaking
Brent
to
too much
Casey about this, yeah.
Nah,
When Brent
He is, but you're giving him too much credit, I
Brent
feel.
gives me a song longer than 2 minutes 30,
Yeah.
I'll listen to
Brent is great, yeah. And I really, really liked his album that he came out with recently.
Wasteland.
Like last year. Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked
that
it,
was
you
a
know,
good
it was
album.
fun. I like the
Good,
beat.
good.
The little
But
song,
yeah, do you know what I mean?
was
But
good.
like,
nah.
I just don't. I feel like Brent, like,
He's getting away with murder.
he's getting away with murder. He's getting away with murder right here. He is getting away with murder right here. And I'm here for it. But the songs that he makes, I really do enjoy it.
Yeah,
like, I
they're
really,
good.
really do like them. But like, you're not really actually giving me anything.
No, he's
yeah,
toxic,
man.
man. He's,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him, but
The streets are saying that Brent is giving that guy who is like homeless and like will meet a girl and just like stay in a house for 6 weeks. That would
No,
do
no, but there was
That
do
sort
you
of,
know
like,
what? There was a story that I heard
That
an
happened.
interview. No,
Yes,
that happened.
No, it was Brent that said it.
No, but he was like, "Oh, I'll just meet a random person and be like,
And just
okay,
stay
can
at
I
her house
stay at
for
your
3 days.
Sorry?
Bro, it's giving.
Do you not know who you are? What kind of nonsense is what
full-on
life do
artist,
we
you
live
know.
in that?
There's a skit from what is it called? There's an album where he's been drawn and the background's red. It's when he was still making his music with the Sonda.
Sonda, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a skit, yeah, and he was like, I must have went up to her like, you know, do you know that I'm the reason why you're here right now?
Oh.
Basically, the whole story of the song is like some girls come backstage and she hasn't acknowledged him, and he's upset that
he wasn't acknowledged.
this is
Like,
my
do you know
show.
what? Yeah, right.
Like you're backstage because of me, right?
Right.
Like, yeah.
He makes me sick.
He
does. He makes me sick.
I don't know what his problem is, but
I don't know who Kate Ronaldo could have done that.
I don't know. I don't know if it could ever just be one person. I think what I do like about Kate Ronaldo is that like he brings different people.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like Baba to me is one of my favorite albums. I enjoy that album so much. And I like it because each song gave me a different vibe because of the different artists that he collaborated with. So I don't actually, maybe that's part of the problem here. Maybe is that I don't really just need him to be one artist. Yeah, maybe it should have been more.
Maybe JID, maybe?
It just would have been the same song 10 times over. Like, it really would have just...
I didn't know
Jude! Yeah, I just think it would have been the same vibe.
don't have me pronouncing people's names these days.
Kate Tremaine.
Are we being harsh on anime?
I mean...
Gold Link is like that as well, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, but Gold
I know, we be complaining though.
Gold Link-
Hit it with a hit, with a hit, with a hit, with a
Do you know what, yeah?
hit with a hit, me now.
knows that he has his lane.
Yeah.
I'm not even giving him the time of day.
You Gold Link?
Yeah, I'm not even giving
He
him
has his
Give it a
lane.
bit,
Because if I did give him the time of day, I'll be saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it
But I
is.
think he knows his lane and he sticks to it.
Can I ask a provocative question?
What?
Is anybody still respecting Gold Link post Mac Miller?
Nah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Don't bring it
All
up
right.
again. Like, yo, we're not gonna forget this.
We're not gonna forget. Do you
That was
remember
wild.
what
I
happened?
remember reading that.
So
That was crazy.
Mac Miller, obviously, when Mac Miller passed, Gold Link and Mac Miller had, well, to my understanding, they were friends.
Yeah.
The message that Gold Link wrote, it was like don't actually ever write anything like that again. It was basically, it was just like, yeah, he did delete it after the pressure, but it was basically something like, yeah, rest in peace, Mac. I can't believe that you took my song, and like when you did that, like you just completely and it just the
After
whole
the guy
message.
died?
No,
Yeah,
it was
the whole
like- it
message
was
was like
long as
shit.
well.
It was just like shitting on him
Yeah.
for the whole thing. But it was like, yeah, but rest in peace. You must be mad.
What's my man's name that makes music with Bruno Mars? I can't remember his name.
Anderson .Paak.
He went ham on him. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't, yeah,
That was
what-
crazy.
On Gold Link.
Yeah.
That was proper distasteful.
It was
But-
awful.
I think that's the... I need to be careful what I'm going to say.
Yeah, even me, really. We might decide-
Anyway, let's get to the
decide,
main
yeah.
topic. Let's get to the main
I'm
topic.
studying problems. Should we move on?
Yeah, let's get
We
to
should
the
actually,
topic
to
now.
be fair. We're in a bit deep. Okay, cool. So today we were supposed to. We were gonna do 21 questions, but I feel like
Yeah.
with the time it might have to be like a young 14. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In its place. But we've got someone like Will, and we always like chopping it up with you. So I feel like this is a time where we should ask each other some
Definitely, man.
questions and really just get into the thick of things. There's no point in us trying to come with this particular theme. Because
Yeah.
I feel like we like exploring a lot of things, especially when you're around. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go in straight and ask questions. But I feel like obviously, Will, we're gonna ask you first, but I do think that we should all answer the question where we can, yeah. So obviously, Will, the last time that you were with us, last time we spoke, you know, you've been wearing hats, wear many hats, that's kind of your bag.
Jack of all trades.
How is that going for you? And do you wish that you could pick one if you could?
Yeah, I mean, ooh. Right now, no, because I feel like I'm still exploring like things that I'm good at, things that I'm bad at.
Okay, so for those who don't know, like, what's the crack? What are you working on
So
at the
I
minute?
work full time at Sneakers.
Yeah.
My role is global live stream manager for the S23 team, which is a team in New York.
Big up.
Love.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I do voiceover work. I consult on the side as well. I do copywriting. I've had like couple, not couple. I've had a brand hit me up about like, you know, we're like at a place where, well, not I say we, he's at a place where he can take his brand to where he's taking it to. He now knows that he needs a team.
Wow.
Sick.
And I think that's like really like great where people can look at like what they have and like, okay, cool, I need to like now take it to
Expand
another level.
now.
Expand,
Yeah.
and it's really good to reflect on that.
And what's the type of stuff that he would want you to be working on?
So he wants like me to kind of use my expertise of like being in a brand like Nike to
Sick.
kind of like understand what marketing is, like,
Sick.
you know what I'm
Sick.
saying? Like when to release certain things,
Sick.
storytelling aspect, because storytelling is everything and how you tell that story.
Yeah.
I think it's just like really now seeing how I can like apply what I'm learning here in other aspects of my life. If it's not for myself, maybe I've got a project on the side as well. But yeah, it's just getting into like more and more streams of different things.
Do you wish that you could stick with one? And if you did wish that, what one would it be?
I think so like I said, I don't think I'll do that right now just because I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
But if I could stick with one, It would probably be the writing side.
Really?
And more so short form, because like it allows me to kind of really express my mind and things say and do as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I know you said one, but writing coupled with like the voiceover stuff.
Yeah.
Once you say something, it's out there.
Yeah.
Argue with yourself and my voice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going back and forth with you.
Yeah.
But I think, especially now, like there's so much like that you can't say.
Yeah.
Or you have to be careful with.
Yeah, it's scary times now,
Do you know
man.
what I mean? And I think there's a lot of like thought-provoking like conversation to be had.
Yeah.
And it's just not happening right now. One, people are terrible at conversations.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Right.
It's true.
People are not thinking enough as well. And people are scared to like be wrong as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Be wrong. People are scared to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like people are scared to be wrong because of the implications that follow?
Oh, 100%.
It's crazy.
Getting counsel's a real thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Is it a real thing?
It is a real
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's a real thing, man.
Like, yeah and no.
Social media wise.
Your social media,
Social media has a big impact in life right now.
I'm telling a lie. You can read
Social media is your
they
personal
will take your
brand.
job still.
If they
That's a
cancel
long
you
day.
on social media, there's nothing left for you to.
Yeah, and also the impact of what can happen on social media. Like, obviously, social media outside in the real world, I guess people can say is not real. But like, if something blows up on social media, people have lost
Everyone
their
knows
jobs
you.
on that very easily.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
I
do you
hear
know,
that.
Do you know what? Touching on what you were saying in regards to you picking one thing, I'm happy you didn't pick one thing.
Yeah.
Because it was a few days ago that I was thinking about, because I'm someone that puts a lot of pressure on myself here.
Yeah.
In regards to like, am I doing enough? Am I doing certain things? And then when I think about things I've done over the, I could say, past 5-6 years,
Yeah.
I can actually say I've tried different things.
Yeah.
And if I didn't try those things, I wouldn't know, okay, cool,
Yeah.
that wasn't for me, or
Yeah.
this wasn't going to work and stuff like that. And that's something that you've obviously doing, and you're still on the journey of doing it. And if you didn't do that, you'll probably be like fixated on one thing, not knowing that there was all these different
There was a world
opportunities
of
for you.
things to do,
Like look at where you are right now, where
Yeah.
other brands are coming to you, and even though that wasn't your primary focus, they've seen all the things that you've done leading up to this point, and they're like, okay, cool, we know we can fit him here. So yeah, no, I'm happy you never did that. And if you really look at what everyone's doing, we are all trying different things. And sometimes we're like to ourselves, am I even doing enough? But bros, we're trying,
You're
man.
doing more than most.
Yeah, you're right. When you look back on the growth, there's a lot to be said. 100%.
So damn, spoken word. Mate.
Not skip it back, do back.
Bro.
All right, let me ask the next question. So, if you weren't at Nike, what do you think you'd be doing?
If I weren't at Nike,
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Afrobeats.
What?
No, I'm joking.
You know what, yeah? I don't know, inside I went,
That's another thing.
But don't quit the day job, child. Please, God.
Nah, I don't think I'd be doing Afrobeats. What would I be doing if I were working at Nike? I probably would have been frustrated and started an agency, you know?
really?
Yeah, I probably would have been frustrated and started an agency.
Doing.
I would have done content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have done strategy. And I would have done like marketing plans as well.
Sick.
Do you know what, the question I want to ask, because when I hear people talk about stuff like that, how do you even get into that type of scenario?
It's got to be connected.
Because it's not like okay, I get a degree and I get this and I go into this. Like, I see a lot of people that I follow on social media and I see the roles that they get into and I'm like, how did you get there?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people like trip, fall, and like, you know, find themselves there, or like people study. It's literally a combination of all different things. Like most of my background is in retail, to be honest with you. But like, I think a lot of it's born out of frustration for the most part.
Yeah.
I have this. I don't know if I spoke to you guys before. I have this theory that a lot of us are entrepreneurial because of circumstances. Not because we want to be. Because when you think about it, who doesn't want security of a job?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want stocks, shares?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a discount if you have a discount?
Yeah,
It's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I think for the most part, it comes out of like frustration. But I think it starts with humble beginnings. So like, let's say right now, do you know what I mean? Like, I could take if I said, you know, I'm not getting the jobs that I want, I'm going to take Hype as one of my clients, basically.
Yeah.
And we start looking at your output, basically. We start looking at the strategy, like when we're releasing. We start looking at like, you know, let's look in your the dashboard of your Instagram.
Yeah.
And look at who's listening, where it's coming from,
Yep.
the demographic, gender, all that kind of stuff, basically, and start figuring out how we start tailoring things and how we start moving things around, basically. You know what I mean? And it starts there. Like, I think sometimes it's good to shoot for the stars, or you might not be around stars at the start.
Yeah,
100%.
You can make a star though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of people like fail. I think it's more interesting and shows that you are good at your job when you can take something from nothing and really build it up. I don't care if like you spotted like somebody that's already on like 50k followers and you managed to cool, I hear that. Take someone that's on 30, put talent and grow them basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when you know you're really shabby at what you're doing.
No, 100%. That's a good shot.
So the question I have for you is, what's more important, the passion or getting the bag? Because you know, in this day and age now, it's everyone's like, I think it's not even everyone. It's like there's a mix. There is the real push for finding your passion, doing what you love, make the money out of what you love. Yeah. But then there's the other side of it where everyone's like, you know what, I have to make money and I have to find something to do. Because if I don't find something to do, bro, that's it. Yeah. So for you, was it more, okay, I found my passion, boom, or was it I had to go for the bag? Or which one do you think is more important?
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's dependent on your circumstances, man.
Yeah, facts.
Like I would love to like lie and say it's all about the passion.
Yeah.
Some people might not have that luxury to just be about passion.
100%.
I mean, your circumstances might not mean that.
Yep.
You might actually have to just go to the bag.
Yeah, facts.
That's
Kids
it.
gotta eat.
Yep.
It's gotta be paid.
I need money.
You've got to eat.
I need money.
Yeah, word.
So like, for a long time, like I wanted to do something in the realm of like creative and it just wasn't happening basically.
Yeah.
Or like I was working these different things that were creative and I'm like, I'm working pair jobs and I'm like barely scraping 20k.
Right.
Making sense.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's not easy, man.
So it's like after a while, like you start looking at like, okay, cool, maybe I should just jump out of this and do something else basically. But then like there is something beautiful in staying in like passionate thing that you love to do.
Yeah.
And I do think if you stay at something long enough, eventually, I know this sounds like a fairy tale, something has to give.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but something has to give.
Yeah.
So I'd say passion for sure, but I think it's purely determined on like your circumstances, man.
I just feel like it's just a really frustrating place, yeah. Speaking as somebody who's currently in the getting the bag stage, I feel like it's very, very frustrating and unfortunate that that choice has to be made, and that there's like, as much as we like the idea of having an overlap, and I kind of feel like that's where we are at the minute between the three of us that are in fairly similar positions. But I feel like I'm getting the bag because I need to eat. There's no time really for me to really jump into this passion thing, even though that's really where I want to spend most of my time. And I feel like until we get into a more fortunate and privileged position where we can afford to focus on the passion, it's very difficult for a lot of people that are in a similar situation to myself that feel like they are forced to go one way. Like I know a lot of people, I don't want to shout him out in case that's not what he wants to be out here.
Yeah.
But there's like a really, really well-known DJ that's doing like amazing for himself. And he's like, bro, I cannot quit this day job, bro. Otherwise, like this DJ stuff does not pay. And we were kind of talking about this a little bit earlier where it's like the creative stuff, I would love to do that full time. I would love to get to a point where like this is kind of what I'm on. But these brands are so disrespectful in the way that they value the talent. It's horrific.
Creative industry in the UK is
it's not
where it's at, man.
Some people are really thriving, but most of the time they're doing it for themselves. But brands really don't like respect people when it comes to
I hear it. I can already see it. I can already see it.
Yeah, real frustration.
But who lied to us then? At what point? No, but true. Like, at what point did we think that it was a situation where your passion is going to be able to take you exactly where you need to go from the beginning, and there's not going to be this point where you're going to have to, try and compromise, try and find that balance, because real and true, there's peaks and troughs and all of this, and it's a point where you can be doing your passion for a while, but if that's not working, you already know that, look, you've got to do something to make sure you can still maintain putting that energy into your passion. So at what point were we lied to saying that this is the way forward. The way forward, and like there isn't going to be a hard time where you have to try and find a balance.
Finished product.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's when we start lying to ourselves, basically.
Yeah.
We get all the little things that happen for that. So even if you take like someone that has like I've got a few mates that have agencies, and they all start off doing the jobs that they love to do, and then after a while you got
to make money.
You got to make money. You got people to pay. So you might take a job from a brand you really don't rate.
100%. You have to do what you got to do.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I think there's different variables to this thing that we're talking about. And one is our environments where we've grown up. Like different demographics have different reasons for why they're doing what they're doing. And if we look at our situations, obviously, even in our demographic as well, there's different levels to this as well. But if I was to look at my scenario where obviously my mum and dad did the best they could and they weren't in a situation where they could say, you know what, you guys do whatever you want to do. And we've got you guys. Yeah, like we had to work. Yeah, obviously, my mum and dad were well off. Of course, they did what they did. But it was a situation where I couldn't just sit around at home. It got to a point. My dad couldn't keep buying me Harachis anymore. I had to buy. I had to buy them myself. Which means I don't have time to look at my passions. Especially at the age of
a real shame.
17, 18, 19. I don't have time to be looking at that.
That's probably the point where you should be really exploring your
That's
passions.
it. So when our other counterparts are asking us, are saying stuff like, oh, you know, in your 20s, you should be doing this. You should be trying so many different things.
I've started realizing certain things here, like, there's a lot of like there's class mindsets.
Yes.
Basically. Yeah. So like if you're in an upper class, you get to be a kid for much longer.
100%.
100,000%.
You get to enjoy like
100,000%.
It's a pressure from like lower class and middle class. Like, when you get to like certain age or whatever, you got to move out. What money do you have, bro?
Yeah, 100%.
What money do you have?
100%.
That's it.
Yeah, it's mad.
That's true.
Keep it really.
Yeah.
And like a lot of like people who I know who are wealthy, they're not buying their houses themselves.
No.
And if they are buying their houses themselves, it's because, well, I say themselves.
It's not really themselves.
It's not really themselves.
No, it's not.
Really themselves.
Do you get what I mean?
And then even going back to what Tobi was saying, Tobi was like, who's telling us these lies? Even the time that we're in right now, we can't lie, like depression's high right now.
Yeah.
And people are not happy.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's like, it's a knock-on effect from so many different things. We've already spoken about how people are in certain situations where they have to find a job.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily happy in your job.
Yeah.
Now there's a whole bunch of generations where you're not happy doing your job. And then there's people telling you, if you're not happy doing your job, leave and do something you're happy doing.
Yeah.
But that necessarily isn't going to make you money. So it's a catch-22. It is what it is. And I think something that you said is that everyone's different.
Yeah.
You have to do what's best for you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you got the time to play with your passions and obviously you've got that support there, then cool. I would always recommend you do that and find what you're best at and do that. If you don't and you're in working class, go and get that bread. You don't have that time. When you're making a bit more money, and obviously with money creates time, freedom, then do it. But what's annoying is that as you get older, and it's real, as you get older, like it's very hard to find your passion. Yeah. Because the way your mind has been like,
you need to survive.
That's it. Like that's all your mind is focused on. Yeah. And you're focused on, okay, how I do this job all the time. You're not focused on, the thing about passion is it's based on creativity. And when you've been doing like a job, a 9 to 5, and it's like a systematic thing, you're not able to break out of this thing. Like creativity has you explore your mind.
You're also stuck in the idea of being realistic. I think that statement.
You're not lying.
It's a thing that really like hinders a lot of people.
Yeah.
The idea that you have to be realistic. Like what's realistic, if you get what I mean? Everyone that's doing their own thing, that's not based off being a realist and, you know, saying that this is how it needs to be 100%. Done. That's based on being creative. So if you really want to get where you want to get to, you're gonna have to think wild and think a bit crazy and say, all right, cool. I'm not saying leave your job and just go and do what you want to do and start working on your passion, but you do have to have that mindset of I have to think outside of my it's very scary.
If you've never like thought creatively before, like you start thinking, is that a stupid idea? And then I think the worst thing that can happen as well, and this is why you have to be, I said this like in a conversation last week to someone else, you have to be violent about your dreams sometimes.
Yeah.
Say it to the wrong person, someone's going to say something that's going to throw you all the way off.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's happened 100%. Too many times.
Yeah.
So, what's the hardest no you've had to say?
What's the hardest no I've had to say? Ooh.
Because you know now, as obviously, like, you're doing well for yourself.
Amen, thank God.
And obviously, a lot of opportunities do come now as you're growing and as your brand is growing as well. And then this is the point where people do say, you have to be very careful with the amount of yeses that you go for, because you can't, because obviously a lot of people are going to come to you and you can't always say yes because it has to align with your brand.
Definitely.
So you're going to have to say no a lot more.
Yeah.
So has there been a no that you've done that you've been like, damn?
It's hard to think, you know. I feel like there's been a lot of like small ones, but I think like they essentially along your journey will come back to bite you. I'm trying to think of a big one, but there was one recently. It was something small, and it was like, oh, can you post this? We'll give you this or whatever. They didn't attach a fee to it. Came back and said, do you have budget for this? This is my fee. They said, oh, we got this amount, which is considerably smaller than what I had.
Yeah.
But I've learned now that you can't quote like one day 500k and then accept £300.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then think like, oh, the next one I'm gonna charge 500k. No.
You have to stay consistent.
The industry's so small.
Yeah.
People will ask, what did you charge my man? I mean, what did you give him for that?
Yeah.
He's like, but he's trying to charge me. It's like, oh no, he's joking. Let me give him this.
Mad.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you have to remember that. So I'd rather stop something and lose out on it, basically. Or like, do you know what I mean? So like, you don't have that opportunity to say you've accepted something smaller in the past.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I think that's the worst thing you can do. Do you know?
I hear it. And that's actually very smart.
What about you guys?
Hardest no.
Hardest no. No.
I don't think I've had a hard no like that yet.
No. Not at all. Actually, no, there was one no. There was one no.
There's been a few no's with you. How many times have you been offered a rollie? You said no.
He said, hey, girl.
Hey, you don't have to bring that up at this time.
Thank you.
That's a big hard no.
So,
Good.
something that I'm interested in is watches. Yeah.
Okay.
I've always been interested in watches. Actually,
No,
no,
she
I can't say
can't.
always.
You have for as long as you've been...
as long as I know,
Yeah.
I've been interested in watches. And one of my uncles really, because he was really into watches, and then I naturally just liked what he was doing. So he used to buy and sell watches. Watch collection was mad. And then there was one time he offered me a Submariner.
Okay.
Yeah, no date Submariner. He offered me a brand new one for 4K. Yeah,
Which is how much it retailed for at the time?
how much it retail for at the time? I said no.
Why?
Do you know what?
Ask him again.
No, you know what? Hindsight 2020.
Of course, man. It's always...
At that moment in time, as much as I loved watches and I really wanted to buy and sell watches, I didn't have that proper understanding and knowledge of how to do it. I was always watching him from afar. But I feel like if I really spoke to him and really understood how things work...
He was giving that to you first.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, brand new...
That watch now.
About 7-8 bags, retail.
But it's not even just those. It's also the watches that you were offered from stores.
Yeah, and obviously I was trying... And this is...
Sorry. He was offered
Waiting.
Black
got to
GMT.
the top of the weight.
Bro.
like official Rolex.
Yeah, bro. Like, this...
Don't make it harder than it
Yeah,
is.
it's hard
Already in
already.
pain, man.
This is the thing. Like even now, like it's not that I don't want to enter the watch industry, but the watch industry is different from where it was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But bro, I've had offers for like GMTs,
Yeah.
Daytonas.
Oh, wow.
There was one time me and Kesi was in, where was it? Manchester. Was
Birmingham.
it Birmingham? Bro, I wanted a Submariner. Not like I didn't have the money there, but the risk was too much for me at that moment in time. Me buying a $6,000 watch instead of a 13K watch. Obviously, I'm gonna go for the 6K.
Yeah, of course.
And you have to be fair to yourself. No one knew that the watch industry would be what it is now. At the time, they were readily available. Do you know what I mean?
I don't understand as much as like some people do, but like I just listen to like conversations.
Bro,
It's mad.
it haunts me till this day.
Yeah, it's mad.
That is, I would say that is probably at this moment my biggest regret.
Yeah, I think that's there's no I can say that's not big. That's
Bro,
He said that one is.
that one, yeah.
Bro,
That was
that
nasty.
one. Like,
This question was for you still.
Yeah.
because even that Daytona, that Daytona that we saw in Birmingham, the woman offered me, it was a Panda Daytona, so white dial Daytona, 13K retail. Yeah, that watch right now is probably about 35K.
Yeah.
But you want to know, man.
I want to know.
You want to
I want
know,
to
man.
know.
I didn't know how mad this was until recently. I have a friend that was working for Torno,
All right.
and she was telling me like about the list and that, and I was like, oh, so the watches don't cost this amount; they actually cost this amount.
Yeah.
It's the grey market that makes it like that. I was like, okay.
Mate, it's
Bro,
mental.
it's
mental.
crazy. It's crazy.
It's mental.
Like, yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Really hard nose.
I don't think they relate to like career and like financial stuff. I think it's more in regards to friendships maybe, and like how I've approached certain situations with people where I felt like the normal me or like what I would usually do in this situation is where I'm just so conflict averse maybe, but I think I'm such a peacekeeper and I really don't like wahala. And there have been situations where that is a strength, it's also been like a weakness in the sense that because I wanted to keep the peace, I've not piped up when I should have piped up, and I've just let it be when I shouldn't have let it be. So I feel like one of the biggest no's that I've had to say recently was literally just like shutting the situation down that I just wasn't really feeling. And like it was someone who for me, like I still value them very dearly, but it was just a situation where it was like, she's not burnt my bridge, I've not burnt her bridge, but I just had to say no to like what we were doing. Stuff, where usually I would have been like, no, I really want to squash this, even if I feel like I'm in the right, even if I feel like I've been wronged or whatever, I would just try and make the peace. But it just had to kind of just, you know what I mean? It's a no for me though.
Yeah. I think I could relate to more those kind of ones. Like I think I've always gone for the side of peace with like certain situations, and even with like family or close family friend situations where like I don't get involved in certain things to the point where it's like, like sometimes your aunts and that will fall out or whatever. Like, don't go to that one's house. And I'm not involved.
I'm still going.
I'm still going.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But then it comes a point, it's like, okay, cool. Your mum said don't go there. And like, the things that she said don't go there anymore for, not happen anymore, but the disrespect is still carried on.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to be like...
You get older and you're like, actually,
this is a bit of violation.
I can't allow it no more.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I love you, but like, I can't even...
Yeah, we've experienced...
Look, I'm really trying to hold myself, but anyway, I'll approach it. I'll be careful.
I definitely feel like as we're getting older now, like, and my uncle did say this to me a few days ago, where he was like, Michael, I'm not going to lie, as you get older, your friends are going to taper off. Like, you're going to have lots of friends. But the real ones you're going to see who the real ones are. But you're going to have to make some very, very hard decisions about people.
I feel like that's kind of for what it is for, well, let me speak for myself. What it is for me, I feel, is that it's not necessarily like people are doing mad things that they've never done before. I just feel like at this point, for me, and what I feel like we've kind of spoken about is actually you're just taking more of a stance on like what you do want and what you don't want. Yeah, like certain things can't run. It's not to say that they were never happening. Like the example you just gave, it's not to say like those dynamics with your mum and your auntie weren't always occurring. It's just you get to a certain point, it's like actually no.
You gotta pick a side.
This actually this actually isn't acceptable.
Right,
yeah.
100%.
So I guess it's more a case of like putting up boundaries. Hey, I've got shivers in my voice because this AC. I've got the shakes. I'm a little bit.
I'm not mad. My hands are cold, but I'm not mad.
Chattering a little bit.
So I've got a question. You're talking about watches. Do you own a Panerai? And what do you think of Panerais?
Panerai. Do you know what?
I think that might be my first watch when I get to that.
I'm not gonna lie, because I love when people talk to me about watches. But do you know what? Yeah, there was a point in time I did like Panerai. Then it got to a point I didn't like Panerais.
Okay. Why?
Just because of the size.
Oh, really?
The size of the Panerai. Because I've got a dainty wrist, man.
Yeah.
My wrist is kind of small.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie. There's one guy that I know. His name is Faye.
Big shout out
He's got
Faye.
a brand called
Art Not Fashion.
Art Not Fashion. And when I see the Panerai on his wrist, I'm like, damn.
It's hard.
And I like it.
Is this a Rolex, by the way?
No,
Panerai is
Panerai.
the brand.
Just check it. I'm just trying
That
to
is
Google.
not how it's
No.
spelled, man.
No. But when I saw the Panerai on his wrist,
Yeah.
I was like, I could do it.
Yeah, I feel like no one's trying to chop my hand off for a Panerai as well.
No, there's people that will stop because of the price of the Panerai.
Yeah. But do you think it's as noticeable? Am I bugging?
No, it's not as noticeable.
Okay, cool.
It's not as noticeable. Because right now, I'm not going to lie. Right now, if someone saw a Rolex on your wrist, they're coming for you. They're coming for you. If they see a Rolex, if they see a Patek,
AP,
they're coming for you.
Yeah. But Panerai is not top of the list.
Panerai is not at the top of the list. And I feel like it's still low key. Not many people gravitate towards Panerai because it's not a Rolex or an AP. But it's still a great watch.
Yeah.
It's still a great watch. When I saw it on his wrist, like he shows it from time to time, I'm like, that's a great watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say get it.
Oh.
And it's a nice way for you to start up.
Entry, good entry.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's not everyday Rolex. Like there was even another watch that I sent Toby. I forgot the name of it. Trotter's Jewelers. They put it up on their page, and I saw it. It's not a watch that a lot of people know. I saw it. I was like, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
Like even Toby's got what's the watch that you've got?
Tissot.
The Tissot. Toby's got a Tissot watch. I never looked at that brand at all.
Yeah.
Never looked at the brand, and they've obviously bought the new shape now. And I was looking at it, I was like, I could actually wear that.
Yeah.
It's not always about
You have
the
to look
Rolex
past the
exactly. That's I think a lot of people that look at that are just new and they only care about what is hype. And what I've realized now as I am getting older and I'm starting to try and dig deeper into watches, it's more about you being open to other brands.
100%.
It's more about having a Rolex, an AP or an Audemars. It's about what is the actual watch? What's the story behind the watch? Like who's the manufacturer of the watch? The dial of the watch, the mechanism of the watch. People only look at Rolexes and it's like, it's Rolex. If you ask them, what is the mechanism behind the Rolex or what's the reference? Fam, they don't know shit.
I'm going to have to, we must move on.
I'll definitely get a panorama.
We must move on.
Get a panorama.
God.
Get a panorama. Go to the store and try on and see how you feel.
Do we want to ask, there's a question under this one.
Running the clock.
This one.
Yeah.
In regards to the trainers, you want to ask that one or should I move to self?
Let's move on to self.
Really? Okay, fine. No, let me ask it quickly. So I want to ask this, but we'll answer it quickly. Yeah? Okay. So between us, and especially when we were Don't Believe the Hype, like at that time where we were a lot more trainer focused, like we spoke about earlier, when you talk about trainers non-stop, it gets quite tiring. Right? I feel like sometimes there was definitely a point for us where talking about trainers, we definitely became very jaded. Do you feel like as a host with sneakers and like that being a big part of your brand and like what you do you feel like, do you ever feel like that occasionally? And also, what are your thoughts on like where sneakers are right now?
So I think we definitely, like before we got to the stage now where we have like segments and stuff like that, it definitely got like quite, is it monotonous? Yeah, it got to that stage. And again, like I said, the team's amazing because they're good at spotting these things and like just rejigging it. One of the things that we did, or we've done recently that's really amazing, we have this section called Straight from the Source. So we'll invite like a PLM, product line manager, or a colour designer. We'll invite a collaborator. Just people to just kind of really contextualize the product that we're talking about as well. For me, I take like a very nerdy approach as well to like the stuff that we're talking about. And a lot of the time there are newer products on like the Jordan side that, you know, just weren't readily available in the UK because we're seen to not play basketball as much. So it's really like digging into it as well. I think in terms of like sneakers content, I think like live is probably the most exciting stuff there is right now. There definitely is stuff like behind the design. There's other franchises that are good, but for me personally, I think like that is the most exciting franchise there is. It's like you can see real people in real time. You're hearing and learning about things that, you know, potentially you would never know are even jobs that existed as well. You know what I'm saying? So like, definitely I think it can get monotonous and you have to like rejig all the time. You have to rejig all
I hear that fully. Should we move on to the self questions then?
Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to choose one. I'm not going to go in order. What has been the hardest thing about finding your way as an adult? Heavy question.
Adulting 101.
What has been the hardest thing about finding your way as an adult? It doesn't stop.
Oh, you took the
That
words out
thing?
of my mouth.
Doesn't stop.
It just doesn't stop, mate.
Yeah,
it really doesn't.
It doesn't
Back
stop.
when you're a child, you can literally just say, you know what?
Let me take a break.
Let me go and play
Yeah.
PlayStation.
It doesn't stop.
You know, and that will be your break. I feel like even if I was supposed to sit down and play games right now, my mind's still
Guilt.
overdrive.
Yeah.
And then you do hit the guilt aspect of things. Yeah, it just doesn't
100%.
stop.
Yeah. And I think for people who are like, you know, you have aspirations and you're high achieving or you want to do amazing things, it's like you do one thing and you're like, yeah, that's done. What we do next?
Right,
Bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Next.
Like it's actually non-stop.
Do you feel like you ever get a chance to actually celebrate your wins then?
Not enough, you know, not enough. Because then also, I don't want to become that guy that's like always talking about that same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know that guy that's like, yeah, man. Do you remember when I did?
Yeah, that's tiring. That was 7 years ago.
One thing that frustrates me, and I feel like I've distanced myself from a few people because of that, because
Oh, really?
I do not like people
I
that stuff
hate
like
that.
Do you remember that time? It's like, bro, like,
When was
We're
that?
actually in 2023.
Yeah.
why is that time so stuck on your mind? Like, every time I see you, it's always, do you remember that time? Do you remember that time? Well, I know it's good to reminisce shit, but bro, I'm trying to move forward. Like,
Honestly, one of my really good mates, he served some time inside, and he said to me, he was like, bro, the amount of times people tell me that they were millionaires inside, it's like, bro, all night you ain't got money on your canteen. It's like, on the roads, I had millions, I had this and the other. It's like, bro, but right now, like, you ain't got no skills. Like,
got jack shit, nothing.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I think, I don't ever want to become that person. So, like, it's a bit of a tough one. But yeah, it just keeps moving. It doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop.
So, following on from that, as you're chasing your goals and everything that you want for yourself, how do you set time aside for yourself? Like, obviously, mental health is important. Looking after yourself is important. How do you approach that if you have to keep on going?
It's hard, bro. Like, I'm starting to learn now that you have to stop in order to plan the next thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not going to happen while everything else is going as well.
Right.
So, like, at work, we have, like, I don't know if you guys have it, like, unlimited time off, like PTO kind of thing.
No, we definitely don't.
No,
That's
limit.
That's cute. Yeah. That's unlimited. That's cute.
That is limited.
It sounds fun. I like that.
Time off.
Yeah,
25 days.
Yeah. LTO.
Plus some bank holidays.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the best at taking it, but, like, I'm reminded, like, each time, because I'm essentially working across 2 time zones sometimes as well.
Right.
A lot of the time. But it's like, I can take a day off basically and just do nothing.
Yeah.
Or like plan what else I want to do as well. Do you
Bliss.
get what I mean? Or look at like, okay, where am I going with my, like, I'm hosting, but what's happening with the back end of like my role as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's like really being serious about like taking time away to like think and plan as well. If you have to come out of your house, if you have to come out of the country, not even country, but if you need to go book a hotel room, if you need to, or look yourself somewhere and just like do it for some time. Do you know what I'm saying? Turn off your phone if you need to as well.
That's something I need to start doing as well. I've been thinking about it sometimes, so that just turn off my phone.
Yeah. I don't think you should be accessible to at all hours. You know?
At all hours,
There should be periods
100%.
where people can't get in touch with you.
Yeah.
100%.
But we're in the world where we feel like we need to be accessible by everyone because you might miss an opportunity.
But that's
think that- I
it's not
feel-
sustainable.
I feel like because everything's all connected. I can turn off my phone and try and be on my laptop.
My laptop be calling.
I get a message come through on my laptop. Or It's like, it's all a lot. But based off all of that, I mean, like, being an adult is very hard. But there has to be times where you can actually turn around and say, you know what, I am super proud of something that I've done. So is there anything that you will say that you're very proud of that you've done, either in your past or just that's brought you to who you are today?
I think being consistent in what I'm passionate about is what I'm proud of.
Yeah.
In terms of like, when I couldn't even see, like, because who even imagined a role like this?
Yeah.
But even when I couldn't see it, I was passionate enough to like hear, like, you got aunties who are not related to you, or you got people who are doing things or whatever. And it's like, so like, how's your thing going? Or like, what are you doing now? It's like, you study forensics. Why are you not doing this? Like, we don't want to do it. And it's like, but this thing you're doing doesn't make money. It's like,
Stood your
good luck to you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I stood my ground. I'm proud that I stood my ground. And I'm not gonna lie, there was points where I was getting frustrated. Like, and you kind of you apply for jobs, and then you look at people. You're like, you shouldn't have got that. But that's the wrong mindset to have.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, you don't even, now I look back on some of the things I applied for, I'm like, I probably would have got fired,
Yeah.
And I think about it, it's like, I probably would have got fired.
I
You know
hear
what I'm
it.
saying? But I'm proud that I stuck to my guns and like
Yeah.
I stayed within this space because, again, it just doesn't make any sense that I'm here.
Yeah.
But then also, I don't think I wouldn't have felt as fulfilled as well.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
That one, that's a
was a
strong
good
answer.
Yeah.
I feel like going back to what we were saying about the hardest thing about finding my way as an adult, I'm getting things wrong all the time, which is a good thing.
That's amazing.
It's part of the
It's a good
journey.
thing, but it's a very frustrating feeling to feel like you don't know what you're doing at all times. Like,
I disagree.
I feel like where I'm at right now, like I was talking to, shout out Hema, I was talking to my friend Hema, and like she was talking a bit about her story about like how she got to where she is now, and a big part of her journey was getting things wrong, trying something, realizing it wasn't working, but actually that opened her up to seeing that this is more like what she wanted to do and things like that. But when you think that you have a way of doing things and then you get there and you realize it's the wrong thing, yes, there is that level of optimism that I could have and say, okay, well, actually, no, this might be the thing. It's very frustrating to feel like you're constantly trying and failing and you just don't really know what you're doing ever.
You know what? Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's because that's not how we've grown up.
Right.
Like, if we grew up in for example, my godfather, I remember back in the days, you'd be like, Michael, like, you need to become a doctor, you need to become this, like, you need
There
to
was a
become
plan,
this.
yeah.
And it's one of those ones where I don't think, like, my mum and dad do this now, but it was never this thing where they endorsed, you know what, just try different things.
Yeah.
And you're going to mess up. Like, I was actually thinking about it this morning, where we were brought up to not make mistakes.
Yeah.
If we made mistakes, we would get in trouble.
Right, right.
Like,
Exactly.
if we did something wrong, you'll get shouted at.
Yeah.
Oh, phase the wall.
Yeah,
And
there's a punishment there.
Mentally,
Right.
that makes you like, okay, like if I make
I
a
don't want to
mistake
get things
now,
wrong. Yeah, exactly.
let me not do anything.
Exactly.
I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, Michael, that's the reason why you act the way you act. I actually sat down. I was like, Michael, like it's when I was in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like, Michael, that's the reason why you act the way you act. Like, you don't want to take too much risk, or you don't want to do something new, because if you mess up, mentally,
back to that.
it goes back to, okay,
Yeah.
I made a mistake, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you're discovering yourself.
Yeah, and that's the only thing you learn.
So
You said you disagree.
Yeah, I think like the way I see it is making mistakes is amazing, because you literally start to you have this like fearfulness of like embarrassment and all that stuff, whatever. Once you start failing in bare times, it's like it's not embarrassing no more.
Yeah.
It's part of the game now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. I've done that already. Now I know what I need to do to win, basically. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like at some point it's like, okay, what I'm doing right now is not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But am I gonna just like, cry about it?
Yeah.
Or am I gonna just like keep knocking the door?
Yeah.
Basically, until something
eventually, the
hits.
door's gonna open.
Yeah.
Until something hits, basically. Because I think that's the worst thing you could do, is just like, let me wait until like this is in place.
Yeah.
That's in place.
Yeah.
So then I could just smoothly go through there. It's like, nah, it's
Not like
sometimes you might just have to hit every corner, get a
Yeah.
couple bruises and that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God.
All right. So a question, because I was thinking about this. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self 3 gems, what would you tell yourself?
Stick to your guns and what you like, and say it proudly with your chest. Don't let anybody. People laughed at some of the things I liked initially, and I wasn't always like so proud to kind of say them as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's like standing your ground on like what you like, and telling people to shut up, man. Like, honestly, just telling people to shut your mouth. Like,
Shout it, blood.
yeah. And I probably wouldn't have gone to university,
Bro,
Yeah.
I hear that.
I feel like I wish I had that time to do so. I think it was amazing, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, if I had the confidence to say what I wanted to do, that time could have been better spent.
For
sure.
Oh, that time could have been better spent.
For sure.
My gosh, that time could have been better spent.
You said you studied forensics.
Forensic chemistry.
Forensic, yeah.
I was horrible at it, man.
Yeah,
Ooh,
really?
I was horrible at it.
Such an interesting subject.
University for me purely was just really good. It was a really good life experience.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's just an expensive life experience.
Yeah.
I just, unless you're in that field that you studied, it's like, I think about it all the time, and I really feel like for me personally, there was other ways I could have got to where I am without having gone to university.
Yeah, which is
I missed out on that life experience. But ultimately, like for me, like university has been the biggest scam for a very
for me,
very long
even
time.
me personally,
For
for me, para mí,
Para too.
was fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did, that was fraud. The government did fraud.
Not them banging F on you.
No, 100%.
That's
No. They gave me a 25k balance that
I do hear it, especially if like, and I feel like for a lot of us, we did have somewhat of an identity of ourselves. We kind of had an idea of things that we enjoyed at that age of 17, 18. And maybe if we just used that time, you know,
But you
things
had
could
to
have
be
been.
really solid, like.
You
like,
had to really know yourself.
Right.
you talk it like as well.
You
Yeah.
had like that backing there from people that will be like, okay, cool, we're gonna actually try and help you.
Yeah.
And support
Support
you where you are.
Yeah.
Like I've said this on so many occasions. Yeah, when I was deciding on going to uni, I wanted to study architecture.
Mad.
I was so big on art. Like that's why when I see like a lot of my like friends and stuff that are doing art, and I'm seeing a lot of people that are doing their stuff doing art, I'm like, Michael, man.
Yeah.
Because art, I got an A in art. Like I was good at art. I loved art.
GCSE though, man.
What you talking about, man?
Come on, man. I got I got A in finance. I mean, I
Shut
got
up,
an investment bank.
No, but that's no. Wait.
So I actually would have been a professional football player.
No, wait.
I could have been a professional footballer.
No.
My
No,
knee.
listen. No, but this is me. No. I wished I was talking my shit back in the day. No. No.
What did we just say?
No.
About letting things
No.
go. That part.
No. Because it isn't one of those ones where I'm focusing so because I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, I slightly.
You're hot. Yeah.
But it was one of those ones where, like, even drawing, like back in the day, yeah.
Could have been Van Gogh.
No, wait.
Oh!
It's not that. No.
Sorry.
I'm not talking. I'm talking more about the passion for doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be the type where I would draw like Nike trainers for fun. Like, my dad would bring like drawing books home, and I would just be there drawing Nike trainers for time. So when I now got to college, and obviously surrounded by a lot more people and stuff like that, and the focus was, you need to get a business. You need to get a business. I originally wanted to do architecture.
Yeah.
And then this whole craze about you owning your own business and all this type of stuff ended up doing business management.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say is that if I stood my ground, if I really knew who I was and what my ability was, not even my ability, but just stood my ground and who I was, I probably would have done architecture.
See, I had a similar experience at uni, but kind of in reverse. I had people in my course telling me, you should be on this course, you should be doing something in fashion or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut up, man, like, I'm smart enough to be here. But I really wasn't ready for that course. That course was smoking. I wasn't ready for that smoke. That course was smoking. I wasn't ready for it. Like, they're talking about thermodynamics and I don't know what.
Oh my God.
But like, I used to chill only with international students because like they're the only people that would be in themselves, which was just rich.
Yeah.
Specifically students, there were students from Kenya and like UAE. UAE ones like, look, man, like you shouldn't be doing this course, man. Like this ain't for you. And I just took it as an offense. Like, they knew what they were saying. Basically, you know what I'm saying, I was just shook to like actually step into it.
Go into it.
So I wish I didn't go to uni on a low. Yeah,
I hear it. No, I hear it, and I think a lot of us do. Well, for you,
I don't feel that way. Yeah, I'm happy I went to uni.
Yeah. For me personally, everything that I learned in uni, I could have learned doing my own.
Sorry, Michael. Toby, close that tab.
I've gone.
My guy is trying to buy Jordan 3 cement on the episode.
This guy was eyeing the whole trailer throughout the whole episode.
eBay.co.uk. Come off the.
He's the one focused on the past now.
For God's sake.
It's like, damn,
make a quick offer.
that opportunity. He's
What
like,
a treat.
damn, I can't allow Will to just have this trainer.
What else?
Damn. Mate, look at him. Toby, you
size 9.
Come on, man.
Throwing out shoes, bro.
All right, so this is the last question, yeah? And I think this is a big question. So, when everything is all said and done, what do you want your legacy to look like?
My words. I want people to remember the things that I said,
Yeah.
that I wrote.
Yeah.
Because that will live forever.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, I want that to be the main thing. Like, I feel like there's so many things that people do that are just like
fleeting,
and everyone celebrates it. It's like, I hear that for now.
Yeah.
No, everyone's going to forget about that.
Yeah.
Forget about that, do you know what I'm saying? But like, your words and the things that you wrote down on paper, like, how has it impacted? How has it changed lives?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be something that, really stands as like, this is something that was profound at the time, and still stands to this day. So my words and like the things I say that come out of my mouth, those are like,
I'm not gonna lie, the Clint and the Tinker Hatfield.
That in itself is definitely a piece of that
I'm
history
not gonna lie,
trying to make for sure.
Yeah, when they do those history books of like sneakers and stuff like that, like, I can see that.
For real, it was a big moment.
No, like it. I can say like, especially right now, there hasn't been anything like that.
Yeah. Agreed.
I was so happy that we got to do that, man, because I remember when we first was like streaming at home on our phones and that. And me and Lucian used to be like, I wonder if we'll get Tinker one day, and they'll be like, nah, they don't even let us say his name that much on the stream.
Wow.
Like the full 360 is crazy.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I think the biggest thing now is obviously what we're saying is like, achievement is like, I don't even know if there is anything bigger than that, but like there must be. So it's like,
of course,
that chasing one that bigger thing.
Yeah.
You just have to keep on going, and then it kind of just happens.
Yeah. What about
like
you guys?
What do I want to be known for?
Legacy.
What do you want your legacy to look like?
Oh, what do I want my legacy to look? I don't know, man. I really don't know about that just yet. I think I'm still trying to find that answer, but I don't think it's something that I want to think about too heavy. I want it to just come to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be like trying to work and force that to happen. I want it to be like, okay, cool. You know what? I like my legacy to be like, this is what I did whilst I was here.
And I think sometimes the weight of what your legacy can look like puts pressure on you now about who you need to be in order to fulfill that legacy that you want for yourself.
Yeah.
You know that term where it says inspire till you expire? That's what I want my legacy to be.
Inspire
until you expire.
So once you expire, you don't expire anymore.
No, it's not that. Like, of course, but
oh man,
what I'm trying
Tobi.
to say is that I think I'm on the journey at the moment.
Right.
Just the way I live my life. I'm now just going about just doing my own thing, and like I'm trying to really push myself to the limit in all aspects of my life. Like I'm actually just trying to do and do things that I naturally didn't think I would actually do.
Yeah.
And just hoping that it will just naturally inspire people to do that same thing. Yeah. So I'm just using my life as like the drawing book.
Yeah.
And just painting and just letting it go out. And
like the artist you are.
Oh, come on.
Van Gogh in the building.
Michael Van Gogh.
Michael Van Gogh in the building.
So I walked into that
at GCSE. He's looking at us.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Back in 97.
Yeah.
Let it go, sir.
It was a good time.
Good.
But yeah, I really want to inspire people. Like I think I'm starting to understand certain things, like about myself, like personal development and all that type of stuff. Like, I just want to improve myself. As I'm improving myself, people just naturally just gravitate and want to improve themselves as well.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's a proper legacy, though.
Thank you, man.
Agreed.
Watch this space.
All right then. Okay, great.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I think in terms of what I want my legacy to look like, I'm not sure what it would end up looking like, but I know that I really pride myself on the connections that I make based on like the depth that I try to find when I connect with someone or something, and whether that materializes through like talking, writing, whatever that looks like. I feel like I really pride myself on being able to connect one thing to another, whether it's like people to music or one person to another. And I just don't know what that's going to materialize as just yet. But I just want to, like, when it's all said and done, I really want to pride myself on being able to reach people through like the things that are important and the things that I care about, and also like being able to, if there is somebody that has a story, like obviously we're doing it with you today, if someone's got a story that they want to share, I want to be able to facilitate getting that out into the world. Do you know what I mean? The things that really matter. But I don't know what that looks like, so we'll see. You watch this space. Yeah, we're loading.
It, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're loading. We don't know. We'll see. We'll come back in a year. See how things pan out.
Will, thank you so much. Man.
Yes, thank you very, very much. Willstowe,
Appreciate
appreciate you.
When are you guys gonna have a party?
Do you know what
That's a good
we've spoken about it on many occasions, you know?
Yeah,
Because you know the life of the party in the building.
We've
I feel like
spoken.
you guys need a barbecue actually. That feels more fitting to you.
No, do you know what we did? It wasn't a barbecue. It was like a get together at one
At the park, yeah. We had like a little summer park.
We said we should.
Invite me, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No. No, this was even
lockdown.
this was before we knew you. This was before you knew.
But now you know it's on and popping.
Now you know what we said it on many occasions. Let's
Watch
sing
the
it.
space.
Yeah,
Watch the space.
Loading.
That's the word of the week, guys.
No, that would be no. It would be nice to do an event.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to do it. It
little
makes
get
a
together,
hype
little
and then
happening
some.
some.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Tobi, close the tab. Close the tab.
Popped up.
Wow, how did it pop up?
I was flipping through it.
Let's close off this episode.
It's your fault.
My God.
It's your fault.
Anyway, Willstowe, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
bro.
by.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank
you dropping some gems on us and sharing some insightful words. Appreciate you. Will, where can we find you?
Yeah, man.
Willstowe HOS on everything, I think, at this point.
Nice.
That is sick that you've actually got it consistent and everything.
Yeah, Willstowe
Because mine is Mr. MBT here.
Mr. Underscore here, Case Boogie there,
Yeah.
I
Case
learned that
Boogie
from my
here.
cousin, like, she was like, "No, make it the same."
You have to. It
Yeah,
just makes it easier for people to
it
search.
does.
Before someone takes it too.
It's gone. That's why I'm Case Boogie. I didn't have a
I don't
choice.
think I
Casey
understand.
was gone.
I think, even on TikTok,
he messaged MBT on Instagram and
that
was
guy
like, "Can I have
aired
it,
me,
please?"
man. I was like, I'll even
serious.
buy it off you.
He said, "Nah."
Man didn't even respond.
So,
I'm still in these
The
received.
request.
The request
The
I
inbox.
seen it though.
Yeah,
no,
100%.
He
He said, "Look at this,
Take mine.
bitch."
The only people that can take it is you, Dad, and Samuel. So if anyone takes,
Oh, you think you're the only Taribas in life?
I'm just saying. Anyone,
Don't get
I'm
out of
suing
here,
you,
man.
but there's
There
only
isn't a lot of.
There isn't a lot of
There
Taribas,
aren't many, but there
but
are.
there are Taribas.
I will sue you.
Who you gonna sue?
I will sue that person.
Mate.
Don't you think Tariba sounds like a Spanish name?
Everyone thinks it's Spanish.
No, only because like
Thank you.
Now,
Tariba.
the way you said it, but yeah, like I heard that name. It was like Tariba.
That's how you're supposed to say it. Like when my dad even tells people how to say
really
it,
Nigerian.
that's how you're supposed to say Tariba.
Yeah.
But
you don't
because of my other counterparts and how they've been saying my name is Tariba.
Tariba.
It's like a Reba. It's like a Reba. All right, guys, let's close up this episode. Will, thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, that brings us to the end of episode 129. You can find us on socials by searching Hype and Then Some. That's on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter.
It's there though. It's there.
We don't use
Twitter.
Twitter.
Absolutely done out. We don't update it. We don't do anything.
Do you know what? It's because we're
not
it's
serious.
Hard,
That's
it's hard to manage every
we're not
single
serious.
platform.
We're not serious.
And I think we're more video content.
Yeah.
We can still upload
But
videos.
there's
Stop acting.
conversations that you lot are like, once you get in the right like algorithms, there's conversations. If you all have the logins, I'm sure, you just have to be careful what some of you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think we should do a magazine.
Take it easy. You're adding more mediums. You're adding more mediums. Anyway, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find us by searching Hype and Then Some. Snapchat.
Snapchat ain't happening, man.
Snapchat.
No,
going off now.
Snapchat is definitely a thing.
Going off now.
But do you know what? I don't remember my login. And 2, at that moment in time when Snapchat and Instagram were kind of on the same page.
Yeah, I knew which one I wanted to
couldn't
be.
manage both of them, man.
Do you know my thing? I just thought Snapchat was just like, it was like, you know. I thought it was for the youth, but I also thought it was for like dirty boys and dirty girls. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was where, you know.
No, Snapchat was
naughty things take place.
Snapchat was busting.
Yeah. All right.
What's going on?
All right, buddy. Yeah, it's time to outro.
Meaning that
Snapchat was busting for
guys,
me.
this is episode 129.
Based on that one too.
Episode 129.
You can listen to us by searching Hype and Then Some on Spotify, Soundcloud, not on Snapchat, and Apple Podcasts. And you can also watch us on YouTube, of course, by searching Hype and Then Some. MBT said his Snapchat was busting. So if you want to find him, you can look for him there. Anyway, MBT, do you have any other business apart from your Snapchat?
You've heard it from them all. This is episode 129. We're Hype and Then Some. Will, thank you so much, man.
Yes.
And we'll catch you later.
We are out.